Let me know if you hear me, if you don't mind. I'm trying to get this. All right, welcome in. So, hey, it's Friday. TGIF, thank God it's Friday. Had a great day, but geez, pretty warm out there. So I'm glad that it's turning to evening. It's gonna cool off, and we won't be here long because I need to go take a break. I'm exhausted. So, welcome in, everyone. Let's see who's here. Let's see who's here. If you're in the chat, I mean, if you're in the lurker crew, please join the chat. And if you're in the chat, welcome. I've got True Justice. What's up, True Justice? Evening. Tracy Fleetwood. And thanks for becoming a new member. I appreciate that, Tracy. Thank you. All right, Frenchie6290. What's up, Frenchie? And Michelle, great timing. I just got out of the shower and wondered if there would be a Friday night show. There is. Here we are. And I hope you guys got energy because I don't. All right, Bill, what's up? Hello, Prof in chat. All right, so welcome in, everyone. It's Friday. Not much news on the street today in this case, but man, I tell you, the news is popping in general. World news, national news, breaking news. There's lots of news. Did you see that the crazy actor who shot the chick, he got his case dismissed with prejudice today? At least I say hello before I lurk. Yeah, I wish everyone else would. Everyone else, join the chat. Come on. Yeah, what's up, K West? There he is. K West. All right, so yeah, we got what's his name? Geez, I have trouble with the name of this guy. I don't pay attention to actors much. Alec Baldwin. Yeah. Alec Baldwin. The actors like to chime in on politics, like they're political experts. So we're supposed to give a shit what actors say about politics. But no, weird ass Alec Baldwin. Saw his case dismissed with prejudice. Pretty interesting there. Yeah, another Baldwin, right, Frenchie? Wow, and there's been a lot. Your president could not keep coherent words strung in a row. That was pretty interesting, but to be expected. IMPD's Operation Domestic Disruption. I don't know if you guys paid attention to that, but hey, let me play a clip of that. I don't know if I'll get a copyright strike or not. Don't really care. Hold on. Let's see if I can make it happen. All right, y'all ready? Here's an interesting story. This is in the news.
Tonight, more than 40 people are back behind bars after two secret operations involving Indianapolis Metro Police. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Anne-Marie Tiernan.
I'm Dustin Grove, in tonight for Felicia Lawrence. Police say they specifically arrested violent offenders accused of domestic violence.
Our Marion County reporter Lauren Kostick shares how police found the wanted suspects and why advocates say these operations can be life-saving.
It's a scene we see too often in Indianapolis. Just last month, a vigil for a 26-year-old mom and teacher allegedly killed by her child's father. Metro Police say Indy averages 3 to 7 domestic homicides a year. Daniette Smith almost becoming one of those numbers.
So I am a survivor of domestic violence, went through it for 10 years.
Now she's a survivor turned advocate working with the Indy Public Safety Foundation.
We are tired of going to those funerals. We don't want to go.
It's why her group, Indy Champions, is working tirelessly to connect victims to resources. At the same time, IMPD is working to do its part, arresting alleged abusers.
Confirmed that his black Charger with a dare plate
Just this week, officers conducted their fourth Operation Domestic Disruption.
This is just being a little bit more focused, a little bit more strategic.
Deputy Chief Kendall Adams said officers arrested 20 people as of Friday, many of them with 4 or more offenses. The secret operation narrowed in on those with active warrants for domestic violence.
And really try to hone in on the most prolific offenders.
IMPD also seized 4 illegal guns from fugitives, sharing this message with others still out there.
We are very laser focused on identifying you and apprehending you, as we did with these 20.
An operation advocates like Smith call life-saving, now working to support the survivors left behind.
And we've just prevented 20 homicides from possibly taking place from victims of domestic violence.
And IMPD tells us they will continue to investigate and that more arrests could come in the near future. In Indianapolis, Lauren Kostick, 13 News.
All right, yeah. So 20 arrests, Operation Domestic Disruption, going after the violent domestic offenders with active warrants, and 4 of who had guns illegally, and that was pretty interesting in the news. What else we got? We got the couple with the Bryston Muir, who got out on bond or bail. Pretty interesting news on that front. The weather is hellacious right now. All right, so welcome in, sweet Caroline. Hello to you. Welcome into your Friday. Yeah, so let that be a warning to all you domestic violence perpetrators. Indiana's not putting up with it. They're looking for you, especially if you have a warrant. All right, welcome in, Lisa. Hello, Lisa. They should try that in Chicago hoods. Pick any house randomly and rate it, and you'll find an arsenal. Yes. For baby daddy, welcome in. I don't have much choice, but I lurk and listen. Got COVID for the second time in a year and a half. Feels like I was hit by a train. Whoa, well, lurk and listen. Wow, sorry to hear that. You're not the only one. There's several of us are a little under the weather. I'm dealing with this unreasonable heat in my locale. Although it's sugary, I'm downing the Gatorade. Sugary Gatorade. All right. Yeah, so that's what I got to say. And happy Friday. Like I said, to all you just lurking and joining us late, happy Friday. Laser beams and switches galore. And 60-round magazines. Yeah, I had a good day, though. I got some work done, some business done, I should say, and some business handled. And I bought a couple really nice looking ancho pepper plants. Um, so I'm going to be preparing to repot those babies. Uh, but boy, did they look good. They were about 2 feet tall. One of them was full of peppers already. The other one is full of flowers with a couple little tiny baby peppers. So 2 really good looking plants. Um, in the next couple of days, I'll be potting them in larger pots with better soil and everything, and seeing how they do in this blazing sun. Yeah, yeah, nice. So I've been checking out. I spent a lot of time watching these soil comparisons Okay, the comparisons with, so there's several channels that what they've done is they've purchased, say, like 10 or 15 of the major brands of potting soil, and then they do these comparisons where they pot, you know, same plant 15 times, all the different soils, and kind of see the progression and the end product. And oddly enough, take a guess in the chat, because this surprised me. It really did. I was really surprised. But what's your guess in the chat? That would be, let's say, let's make it fun. Let's say the top two major potting soil brands that came out on top. What would your charges be? Withholding evidence. Love watching my plants take form. Yeah, me too. Particularly when they blossom and flower. Hey, what's up, Diamond Eyes? Long time no see. Welcome in. Welcome in, Diamond Eyes. Yeah, what's your guesses? Because I watched several of the comparisons, and there were some unanimous contenders. Peat moss, no. Although most of the good potting blends are highly peat moss based, so you're right about that. All right. Okay, I'll give it. Okay, come on. I'm waiting to see the two in my list before I announce it. Hey, what's up, Noe Amos? Welcome in, Noe. What's up, Nancy Drew? Yeah, what's your guess on the top two? Let's just put it that way. Hey, Rebecca Ann, welcome in. Rebecca Ann, 1965, 1965. What up, Rebecca? Yeah, that's right about that. It's not really soil. It's mostly peat moss, vermiculite, etc. Okay, how about I do it this way? Okay, I'll say Michelle gets it for where is she? No, Lisa. Lisa gets it for right answer. Actually wrong answer. Miracle Grow actually ends up being one of the top contenders. So unfortunately, Lisa, Miracle Grow is right there, the potting soil, and yeah, Happy Frog, and I'm actually going to give it to K West as well, because you said Happy Frog, but also Fox Farm is really, it would be a runner up. Marianne would say that too. Marianne and Michelle. So Fox Farm would be, you could almost say part three. So yeah, Miracle Grow, Happy Frog, and then Fox Farm and Vigoro. Actually, those are like your top four. The Vigoro, you're familiar with the Vigoro products? Uh, hey, welcome in, Shay Watson. Hello, friends, and Prof also friend. Shit. Well, shit is actually good as a fertilizer. Oh, Rebecca. Okay. But no. Oddly enough, Miracle Grow. Uh, I would say that it's not the most ideal choice philosophically, if you would think about it. But if you're looking just at end results, your Happy Frog, Miracle Grow, Fox Farms, Vigoro. Those are four. And if you do your price benefit analysis, Miracle Grow is number one, because the cost benefit analysis, like Miracle Grow, is so cheap. Uh, but if money's not an option, I would go with Happy Frog because of the mycelial injections they have in there to help the roots, flourish. Yeah, very generic with the Miracle Grow, but that's why it's cheap. That's why it's pretty much the cheapest of the best. I mean, Fox Farms is easily about twice as much, and Happy Frog. But yeah, that's anyway. So typically in the past, my whole deal is I have always made my soils from scratch. So my potting soils, I make them from scratch in years past. So this year, what I did was I decided to be somewhat lazy, and uh, and so what I did is I bought the Miracle Grow in-ground garden topsoil stuff. Okay, and then I bought all the other ingredients to make my own soil to amend it. So the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to start off with the base of the Miracle Grow garden soil or whatever it's called, the cheap crap Miracle Grow, $3 bag on sale crap, and um, and then I'm going to use the other parts that I have to amend it to make it a real nice soil. And it's kind of shortcutting the hard work of going and procuring all the elements I would need to make it how I would usually make it. But no, I got several things I have in the works in my little potting container-based garden. But I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny that I was always such a Nazi, so to speak, about making my own. But I'm just getting lazy, and it's hot outside. It's hot outside. I don't feel like doing all the work and going to procure all the components. Guys, so it's cheap, chemical-free, and vegetable plants love it. Yeah, so that's my whole deal with part of what I did today was involving some of that stuff as well as handling business. So that was my Friday, and man, it must have been 98 out there. Let me take a look. It was just too damn hot, I tell you. 96. High humidity, too much rain here. Yeah, so that's all I got to say. I mean, nothing real exciting here that I'm ready to talk about. There's exciting stuff. I just can't talk. Gosh, man, I hate this. There's a couple exciting things, but I can't say anything about it. So I don't even like mentioning it to tease everyone. I need to build a better compost container, though. Had lots of setbacks when other people decided to help. Bonsoir, Kayla. Welcome in. Welcome into you. Yeah, I'm so exhausted. That's what I said. It's just this is Friday night F around. I got nothing to say. Nothing. I'm ready to go pass out. Are you another confession? This is how it is for me when it's this type of intensity of heat. Um, I kind of get to the point where I'm dead tired. Like when I'll go to lay down to watch TV or something, and the next thing I know, I'm out within 5 minutes. It's just like I pass out. Do I think the CAO is going to toss Gull? No, I think CAO is going to send it to Supreme Court because I think that it's undeniable that she has gone past the 30 days. I think that's pretty damn undeniable. I mean, it's not just on one. Uh, the problem is it's not just on one motion, it's on two. And then there's a whole history of her delaying in that way. So I think it will be, to act responsibly, I would send it to Supreme Court. He should send it to Supreme Court to make the decision about what to do. Zapped. Yeah. Zapped. It's the heat. It's the heat. She's like an unlucky penny. Well, I thought it was funny. Okay, I'll put it this way. This oh man. I see the Nick McClellan supporters will want to kill me just for saying it, but uh, this this act is called or is commonly referred to as the I mean, this motion is commonly referred to as the lazy judge motion. Weineke Law Office on Twitter said, this morning Richard Allen filed what's commonly known as a lazy judge motion. Only it's not really a motion to the trial court, it's a request for the chief administrative officer, Justin Faulkner, to review the case and determine whether a delay has indeed occurred. The decision is pretty much Mr. Faulkner's to make. If he finds the cause has been delayed, he must withdraw the case from the trial court and send it to the Supreme Court to appoint a special judge. Okay. Lazy judge motion. So that's what Carol Weineke says. And what I think is we should call her Lazy Gull. Lazy Gull. Lazy Gull, man. Lazy Gull. Let's see. Let me type it in here. Lazy Gull. She is lazy. She'll never make it to the Supreme Court. It's not a good look. What she's doing is not a good look. Okay. She should be like, hey, why not be like on top of things? Why not be like knocking it out of the park? I mean, I've repeatedly said this. I felt Auntie Bev over in Canton was kind of she was on the ball. So why not get this judge on the ball? I mean, come on, it's a bad look. Godzilla. Gully the Bully. What's up, Swade Smith? Yeah, so you guys, it's a bad look. We've got some interesting characters on that Supreme Court in Indiana, though. I mean, truth be told, we got some family relations, truth be told, No one wants to talk about that, though, so we'll drop it. Yeah, so that's all I got. It was a hellaciously hot day. Illegal. All right, you win. All right, you win the contest, Marion Foster. Amazing. Illegal. What's up, Sunflower Soul? She has the God syndrome and has mistaken herself to be invincible. Invincible. All right. At this point, it appears that this inaction is purposeful. Yeah, well, like I said, she doesn't want to address the extreme storm cloud that's building above her head and above this entire trial or case. All right. All right, Fur Baby Daddy. Yeah, here's hoping you get better. All I can say is drink water, dude. Drink a lot of water. And Vince Gall. Yeah, I don't know, man. I got some special guests lined up for you soon. We'll be talking about the court and all of that, but she's gullible. All right. Every court case in the United States should be filmed and broadcast so that we, the people who pay their salaries, can see our money being put to proper use. Yes, I would agree at this point. I would agree that pretty much any adult being tried for crimes, um, it should be complete transparency, streamed on the internet for anyone who wants to click and watch. All right. Godzilla works, but it's far too cool for her type of school. Seagull poop is funny, but illegal is a ticket. Illegal. Where? Let me put that back. That was an amazing one. She wins. All right, you win, Marianne Foster. Yeah, she's I mean, look, I don't know why she's rolling the way that she's rolling, but I'll say this much: um, she should be cognizant of what appearances she's putting out and what people are seeing, because I mean that's part of it. You know, that's part of it. I mean, that's part of the whole game, right? Like things have to. You don't want things to look bad because it's a poor reflection and it erodes confidence. And she seems to not care, kind of recklessly. Hello, Chevy Killer 306. What's up? All right. Good to see you, dude. Yeah, illegal. I mean, I would say if the Supreme Court has to correct her for a second time, I think that's pretty much, I mean, that should pretty much be like it, right? It should pretty much be like, look, this is the second time. We already had to correct you once before. We don't want to have to correct you again. So we'll just go ahead and remove you and appoint a special judge. So whatever became of Nicholas McClelland's statement when RA was arrested that there were more involved. Everyone wants to forget it, especially the prosecution cocksuckers. Pardon the French. She's done. Everyone wants to pretend that he never said that. Can't imagine she takes too kindly to being corrected. Calm it out. Yeah, I mean, it's getting to be habitual. You know, if it goes to the Supreme Court and they have to correct her again, it's becoming a pattern here, which means she's bending the rules as far as humanly possible consistently. which that's not what you want in a judge, right? I take a seagull, grab it by the beak. Oh yeah, this is the PG hour. Never mind. And make a gull hop it too. Hot tool. I mean, are they really trying to have a mistrial here with Richard Allen? Is that what they're going for? The state? Is the state just pushing for a mistrial purposely? Or are they really that reckless and aggressive? I mean, it seems to me like they're just being completely unhinged with disregard for their own well-being, and therefore they're pushing the limits and potentially going to cause a mistrial because they're willing to risk that because they are so are so insistent on railroading Richard Allen in this case, whether or not he has involvement. All right, so I don't know. Oh, that's terrible. At this point, she's possibly either involved or being threatened and trying to blow either herself or the entire case out. That's up to you, chat. I'm zipping my lips for now. If this started as some kind of PR stunt or cover up or whatever, nobody expected worldwide attention. Oh, they should have. They should have. They did it to themselves. I've said that before. These people would have gotten away with it if they would not have created such an intriguing phenomena with the bridge guy, quote unquote, video, quote unquote, and all of the shit. Like they gaslit the American people so much with all of the uh, intrigue surrounding the Delphi murders that they've caused everyone to focus on it, and now they're fucked. They're fucked because everyone's focused on it. How are they going to pull off the rest of the cover up with the attention of the world right on Delphi? They fucked up, my opinion. Why these people? Well, because they're human traffickers, they're pedophiles, they are murderous, skinhead Nazis. And I think you're dealing with, remember that Indianapolis is a hub city. Why? Because of its location, it's a hub for the entire Midwest and East Coast. So, my opinion is that you're likewise dealing with a hub of human trafficking, a hub of meth trafficking, a hub of child exploitation. Oh, and we know it's a club. The hub is run by the club. Remember, you're talking about ground zero for white supremacy. Okay. Snapchat liars on new murders. Down the hill. I mean, they've created. Yeah, well, that's why I call it the white boy cartel, Rebecca, because it is a cartel. You know, in every sense of the definition. However, usually you don't look at cartels as run by whites, but it's a white. I call it the white boy cartel. They use the skinheads as the muscle on the street, and they use the secret societies as the operators. In my opinion, they got control of the entire program, and that's why you're getting all these death threats. Okay, the reason you get death threats completely surrounding this case like no other. All right. Yeah, I remember, Rebecca. Yeah, the wife beater. The wife beater proclaimed that there's no such thing as white supremacy in Indiana. There's no such thing as white supremacy in Indiana, proclaims the wife beater. All right, so it's cartel. And no, trafficking in women uh, is more. It's more beneficial to the criminals than trafficking in drugs. So the trafficking in women and children, it's extremely empowering to the people who are pulling the strings. And if you think that these tentacles don't reach all the way to the West Coast and the East Coast and the Gulf South, you're insane. These tentacles reach all the way to California. These tentacles reach all the way to New England. And these tentacles reach all the way down to Florida, Texas. It truly is a hub of crime. Do you think I'm making that up? Do you really think I'm making it up? Like, I know that the tentacles that are reaching in those directions. Okay. Do you think the drop box is local to Indianapolis only, or Peru only, or Kokomo only? Or do you think that drop box might connect all the way to Las Vegas, all the way to Los Angeles, all the way to Tampa, all the way to Houston, all the way to Boston? I've already said too much. Yeah, bottom line, it's so deep it reaches hell. I'm absolutely convinced that the Delphi murders open the door into something so big that it reaches into the depths of hell. Woman and child trafficking. Oh, Keegan Klein's got nothing to do with Delphi. It's nothing to do with Delphi. Nothing to do with Delphi. Never mind that he says him and his father were there, and that we know that there were others connected to his Dropbox and using his Dropbox, his Anthony Schatz account, his Emily Ann account. And these people have involved themselves in the case to this very day. All right. Allegedly. I mean, if you think that Dropbox doesn't matter, I wish that, I don't know, something would hit you over the head and wake you up. I guarantee you the reason that there's so much consternation around this case is a Dropbox. Bottom line, and I'm not afraid to say it. The Dropbox lives. And remember, I want you guys to understand something. Dropbox doesn't have to mean a name brand, Dropbox. There are many things akin to a Dropbox, which is basically the cloud, right? So you could, it all depends on which organization or which corporation is running that aspect of the cloud that's being used. So do we know that it's an actual Dropbox, or could it be an iCloud Dropbox, or could it be a Google Photos Dropbox? Who knows? Okay, who knows? Doesn't matter. We don't have to get stuck on the term Dropbox. We should be stuck on the concept of what a Dropbox is. It's a shared folder in which multiple people can have access through the cloud. And I think that's what we're talking about. Okay, that's what we're talking about with this. Whether it's technically a name brand, a branded Dropbox account, same difference. Okay, same difference. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Nancy Drew. Just imagine if this hub city, Indianapolis, and the surrounding counties, this region, has ties through the cloud to Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Houston, Dallas, Tampa, Orlando, Charlotte, Boston, New York. Don't forget Michigan. Who was accessing? Who was selling? Remember, with Megan Allen, okay? We spoke about this yesterday. Do you realize that Megan Allen was trafficked? Tina Rodell's daughter? Do you realize she was sold to a guy in Michigan? Do you think that's make-believe? Because it really happened. She was sold. Okay? It's not make-believe. And she was older at that point. She was not a preteen. Okay, you're dealing with an older person who was sold. Let the light shine. Yeah. Even Radcliffe, Kentucky, allegedly. Kentucky doesn't escape this. Remember, Kentucky is also the home of the KKK, although Indiana became the central base. Don't forget. Anyway, kind of didn't want to get into this such a heavy subject on a Friday night. I kind of wanted to talk about what kind of weed you're smoking and what's your plans for the weekend. But it is what it is. We all have similar interests, I guess. Trevor Killer says, "What's up, Diamond Eyes and Digital?" But that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with, and it's my belief that with Delphi, that's what you're dealing with. Guess we'll find out in time, God willing. No weed here, just coffee. Maybe that's what I need. I didn't have my coffee. I mean, it was so hot, I could not stand to drink a cup of coffee. So I'm on this sugary ass Gatorade. It's going to make me feel like crap. Relax and remember we were just bullshitting that night. Let fun have loose. To the women who tried so desperately to lie and pretend I called Joe a mug when I clearly did. Nice try. He knows exactly what was said, the truth in context, and now he knows the real you. Oh, great, K West. Hey, man, why don't you email me and tell me who that was? I have an idea. Yeah, I should get some coffee. I'm passing out over here. I love it when the masks come off. Yeah, me too. Me too. And boy, these masks been slipping lately with these people. All right, let's talk about Troll Farm. The masks have been slipping with Troll Farm. Boy, they have really fucked up lately, and that's how you know when every time we got them stressed. Um, well, I tell you, the masks slip. I mean, all right, my show the other night was pretty interesting. This thing about these Troll Farm, they really know how to shed the crocodile tears. You know, the crocodile tears, they're really good at crying on demand. It's psychopaths, psychopaths. They can just cry on demand for sympathy, uh, to try to control the conversation and the situation. And I noticed that these Troll Farm gaslighters, they're really good at crying on demand. It's pretty interesting. All right. And they're all absolutely convinced that Richard Allen is the lone wolf killer of Abby and Libby, and it's going to make the case go away, and we should never talk about it for the rest of eternity. And that's how they'll get away with it. What's up, Carol? You're coming in full steam. What's up? Good to see you. My favorite unsweetened steeped hibiscus tea. It's thirst quenching. You know what? Thanks for reminding me of that. I love it. I do love it. It's the infamous Jamaica. I am a great fan of hibiscus, and I miss it. It's been a while. I need to man up, Nancy Drew. Thank you for reminding me. You get me some. Some Steven Stern motherfuckers. They spent so much time on it, they were so sure they could manipulate, so cocksure, so cock. They like cocks. Most of the guys are bisexual, closeted homosexuals, but they don't want you to know that either. But we know. Okay, we know. We've had people talk to us. This troll farm is amazing, man. I mean, it's probably part of the reason that they're somehow involved in the Dropbox. You know what I mean? I don't know. Lemon balm plants, they're going in the ground ASAP. I love that too. I like calling it Melissa, though. I think it's cuter to call it Melissa. And we know they're stupidly stupid and wrong, but hey, ask the crazy lady Kristen. She has DNA evidence. Yeah, of what? Of what? She's got troll farm spermazota on her chin or something. Come on, man. Anyway, I think I'm getting out of hand. I need the coffee to calm me down. Saying things I shouldn't say. They're gonna clip it. Okay, they're gonna clip it, and that's a dead certainty. They're gonna make me. The prof doxes women. The prof abuses women. The prof makes women cry. Sure. I love lemon balm. And so do the bunnies. My plant are nubs now. Chevy, stop it. Oh my God. I'm reining in this conversation, brother. Carol says, "What's up, Noe?" I just got to keep. Sometimes you got to zip your lips. Sometimes you got to know what not to say. Oh man, it's too much, y'all. I mean, but for real, okay, what do they not want you to talk about, right? They don't want you to question the family whatsoever, despite all the oddities. Okay, one thing. What's another thing? You cannot discuss the Franks memorandum whatsoever. No way in hell. Anything regarding Odinist or Nordic paganism or symbology, the sticks that were actually left on the ground. I mean, how in the hell did Elvis Fields know about the crime scene? Just can someone enlighten me on that in the troll farm? Can someone enlighten me on that? And why try to destroy Todd Click's career because you don't want people to talk about Frank's memorandum? What does the troll farm use for fertilizer? Ghoul shit. Yeah, I mean, hey guys, I just zip my lips most of the time. Most of the time, I just learn to shut the hell up and not say it, even though I want to. But no, the crocodile tears. Okay, the instant tears on demand, tears on demand, TOD, tears on demand. That's what they're good at, and they're good at shaming you and calling you a family basher if you question the oddities that are obvious about the family, and then they call you a conspiracy theorist if you discuss Odinism in any way whatsoever, or the Franks Memorandum in any way whatsoever, or Patrick Westphal, or Elvis Fields whatsoever, even though there are all these oddities, right? And number one thing they love to do is project. So they'll call you a woman abuser because they abuse women because they're closeted homosexuals, and they'll call you a a chomo because they're pedophiles. Bottom line, and they love to project, so they'll do that. And here's another thing they say: they're trying to affect, influence the potential or the future jurors. Well, that shows you exactly what these people are interested in doing. The reason they are on social media is to affect the, the jury pool, contaminate the jury pool, okay, because that's all they will ever project. And a residual effect of that is you also sway law enforcement and the court when you push narratives the way that they do. So it is what it is. I couldn't get on YouTube and do it, Prof. Just know I trust God is working here. Everything will come to light. It will. Truth always comes to light. Mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. Let it rip. I always fire first, says K West. Well, did it or didn't it? That's not nice. There's no reason for that. But I tell you what they're doing. Okay, here's another thing they're doing. They spoof. Okay, so they spoof accounts. They pretend they pretend to be you to start shit with others. It's something they do. Promise you, I got receipts. You know what's funny about these people? They never believe what a word that I say. Although I always say, I got receipts, I've only exposed the tip of the iceberg, 10% of those receipts. I got receipts. That's how I know what's going on. They never believe that. They always want to think that I've already blasted everything that I know and I have, but that's okay. Rainy day receipts is what I call them. I'd rather have a mountain of receipts ready to go. But that's a whole other subject. Most of it's been tipped into law enforcement, though, just for your information purposes. And that's not a threat. It's just transparency. Find out. Keep fucking around. All right, y'all. So look, please support the channel. Ever since the troll farm tried to ruin my life and push me off of YouTube, using my son's legal problems, I have zero support on this channel through the super chats, through the buy me a coffees, through the what's the other thing? PayPal. No, what is it? It's Cash App. All those financial support pathways. Well, look what happened. Okay, they thought they would ruin me permanently by alleging that I was a abuser of my children. But what they did, they made me lose exactly 2 subscribers. I lost exactly 2 subscribers. But what I did lose, okay, in earnest, what I did lose was all the money that is coming in as support on this channel. And it's been a month now. So in complete transparency with you guys in the chat and everyone viewing, yeah, the troll farm, all they did by using my family to try to destroy me and push me off of YouTube is all they did was stop the donations to the channel. So maybe that will right itself in time, but it's fucked up. It's fucked up. But anyhow, when that defamation comes around, I guess I'll have proof that I lost. I had financial losses, so that's a good one too. I guess it's all working out. It's God working it out. All right. Oh, I did see an update, Noe, on Delphi Dickheads. You got to watch Delphi Dickheads. The Delphi Dickheads had some updates. Okay. Yeah, you guys got to go subscribe to Delphi Dickheads. He brings the receipts. Okay. I ripped the whole live, and I was calling a person. We was all talking about a mug. Your friend, in fact, SAB, Sabina. So it came as no surprise, but continue. Well, what live are you talking about? What live are you talking about? Disabled the chat, so I can't take a screenshot. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Okay. Yeah, they want to go after family, Chevy Killer. But then when you respond in kind, they are all up in arms that you have brought up a family member of theirs. But they try to destroy the lives of your family members. So imagine that. Check out EOA's latest video if you haven't seen it, says Tracy Fleetwood. Yeah, Delphi Dickheads is a new channel that we recently just discovered, and it's funny. I find honesty and transparency always wins. Diamond Eyes, let the liars lie. Me too, K West. All right. Troll Farm needs to work to get help for Frank Meister. He's sick. Gang stalking is real. Odinism is real. Okay, check. Check. Take care of your loved ones and be kind. Check. Smoke weed every day. For some of you, check. What's Delphi Dickheads? It's a new channel. It's a new channel we just discovered. They've been posting interesting receipts, and one of them is one of the receipts recently is updates on that guy's case. Yeah. The other fugitive from justice. All right. So yeah, this sugar is bothering me. It's making my nose stopped up. And this shit is. Why do they put so much sugar in Gatorade? Like, shouldn't it be mostly salt? Damn, you guys. Oh. Pardon me, I didn't have my coffee yet. Please just go ahead and email me. I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay. It's the food dye? What do you mean, the sweetness? I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, Rafi had a good video today. Yeah, it's supposed to be electrolytes. That's what I'm saying. It's supposed to be electrolytes, kind of salty, but I mean, this shit is making my teeth hurt and my nose stop up. It's just Gatorade. It's like it's the sweetest thing. It's like drinking sugar water. What the hell? All right. Oh yeah, hit the like for me. Please hit the like. But no, they thoroughly destroyed my the financial basis of this channel, all the support that I was getting uh, on this channel, they successfully pulled the rug out from under me. But hey, if that's all they could do by trying to destroy my child's life and my own, hey, I win. I win. Money's just money. Money's just money. Like I said, I lost 2 subscribers. Oh, so world's smallest violin. I lost 2 subscribers. They probably couldn't stand me in the first place. So yeah, I lost the 2 subscribers. Good job. Uh, and I lost the little chump change that was coming in through this channel. So yeah, good job. Nice job. Now I can prove in court that I had financial losses because of your defamation. So good job. Good job. Welcome in. Is a God thing. I drink Gatorade Zero. Oh, I wish this was zero because I'm telling you, my teeth are hurting and my nose is getting stopped up, and it tastes like sugar overload. What's up, Luke? Yeah, and the other guy is now going to be a felon. Win-win. Thank you for coming and chiming in with that. Yeah, and he's not the only one. Remember, there's a whole contingent. There was a whole contingent. So yeah, so thanks a lot. The $200 measly a month that was coming in through the channel. Oh, okay, I lost that. I guess I'll have to go work an extra day a month and recover that. But no, you couldn't chase me off of YouTube. You couldn't chase all the subs away, and you couldn't chase my viewers away. So unfortunately, you failed on all counts. All you did was make yourselves look like bullies. All right. Chevy Killer says, Carol, you got to say it like this. Would you kindly smash the like button, share, and subscribe, and tell your friends? What did Carol say? Oh, I see. Hit the like, mofo. Carol has a potty mouth. Carol's a gangster, Chevy Killer. Carol comes in full tilt. But let me translate for Carol. Would you all kindly smash the like button, share, subscribe, and tell your friends? And join the party. Hit the link. Let's talk about good things. Okay. Warline. Rebecca N. says Warline. You're talking about Rafi. Warline is the name. Okay, I see what you're saying. Your coffee fund still works. Bon appetit. Well, thank you, KO. Thank you very much. If you send a coffee, I highly appreciate that. Yeah, maybe we'll get back on track. But yeah, they were absolutely confident that they would run me off. I mean, come on, guys, it ain't gonna happen. It's been a year. Just give up. Well, there's a felon and there's a conspiracy acting on behalf of state adjacent actors. We'll never get the full picture. Well, you pretty much summarized it perfectly there. Dennis, what's up? Dennis back in the house. Hello, I hope things are going okay for you. They are. I was telling the people I had a great day, but it was extremely hot and dry. So I'm just exhausted. But I got a lot of business taken care of, and I got some of my gardening things next phase going. So I'm trying to watch my mouth, says Carol. Don't do that, Carol. Don't censor yourself here. It's an adult channel. All they did was show the world who and what they are. Yeah. And who are we talking about? Put it in the chat. Who are we talking about? Are we talking about Marv? Okay, we're talking about Marv. Greeno. CJ. Tom Ross, Mark Robert. Yes. Well, unfortunately, guys, I didn't do myself any bodily harm. All of my subs didn't leave like you fantasized, and I'm still here. I didn't go away. So, yes, you hurt my pocketbook. Oh, I'm so sad. I guess I'll have to go cash in some of the silver in the closet by this month. Okay. Found it, Rebecca. Okay, good. You found Rafi then. Everyone, Rafi's channel is called As Above, So Below War Lion. If you're looking for Rafi, that's where you'll find him. Yes, I do mind, Sabina, especially after you jumped the gun and completely got me in a situation wrong and shat on me for it. Instead of apologize, you want me to give you. Yeah, well, you guys better straighten this shit out because we need all the good folks we can working together. Good digital, buckle up. Yeah, digital. Go watch Rafi, bro. All right. Rafi is a good guy. Rafi cares about justice for Abby and Libby. I'll tell you that much. Trollfarm doesn't, but Rafi does. I want to know why Cohen feels safe to come back into Delphi cesspool, and why does Kyra de Bruin? That's what I don't understand. All these people involved in the train wrecks without apology or without telling the truth about the leaks and all that. Come on, man. It's scuzzy, bro. It's scuzzy. Scuzzy ass shit. Sabrina, want me to cry? Here's a little nugget for those seeking to try and mislead using something I've said about somebody else. I rip every single live I 10. So it's very easy to prove exactly what I said it. All right. And what do you mean, Alex V? You got me. I don't know why you say Alex V as a standalone. Okay. I took a shortcut. What does that mean? You guys are confusing me now. I'm totally confused. I probably do need coffee to straighten out my confusion. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I was specifically naming the people who went after my son and in order to use it to try to intimidate me. It wasn't. It wasn't a good look. It was stupid. All right. So got you guys. So tell you what, the lady next door, she's killing me. She's got a little puppy. She's got a little puppy next door. Can you hear the thing barking right now? It's actually calmed down after a few months, but she got herself a barker. So all he does is go outside and he barks and barks and barks and barks and now he's a little subdued now, but he's still like going crazy out there. Oh, is that true? If you get sniffy, bunged up straight after consuming food, drink, it's allergic. Coming from a long time mass allergy. So, well, see, that's what it is. Because I never drink this stuff, this Gatorade, but I was so exhausted tonight from the heat today that I said, let me have a Gatorade instead of water or coffee. And it's killing me because I'm all stuffed up here. So thanks for the advice. I must be something in here that I'm not good with. So I'm going to stop drinking it. Actually, it's not pleasing. I throw dental sticks over the wall at my next door neighbors and dog treats. Shut the damn dog up. I get it now. Thanks for the advice. Thanks for that, guys. Advice, guys. There's something in that Gatorade. Yeah. If it wasn't for you, Joe Lewis, and a few others, don't forget Rafi, I wouldn't know jack shit for truth in this case. Me either. Me either. I mean, because like I've said before, you got 70% of YouTube bullshitting every single one of you because they want Richard Allen to be the lone wolf killer of Abby and Libby and make everyone shut up and go away forever and not look at this ever again. Got to wonder why. I mean, how could anyone? Let's pose a rhetorical question here. How could anyone be so convinced, based upon to date what has been released in the Delphi murders case by the state and defense? So I mean, based on what you know today from the various disclosures directly from the prosecutor or the defense attorneys, you know, from what we know from this case, how could anyone be so dead set on Richard Allen's guilt as a lone wolf killer? Someone tell me. I mean, Jesus Christ, come on. How could you have 70% of Delphi YouTubers absolutely convinced that Richard Allen is a lone wolf killer of Abby and Libby with what has been released to date? Because it's not convincing at all. What, a bullet? Okay, so there's an unspent round. There's an unspent round that may have come from Richard Allen's gun, although it was discovered after the crime scene was released. The science on extraction marks is pretty much like a fucking joke. Okay, so how? So you mean to tell me based on the bullet alone, or is it confessions? So you say there's confessions. Well, tell me this. Tell me this. If it's the confessions, what about the confessions of shooting the girls in the back and sexually assaulting them? What about those confessions? While he was smearing his own feces over himself and eating it, while he was being guarded by Odinist guards. Oh, okay. So it can't be the bullet. It can't be the confession. So what is it then? Is it the fact that he says he was there on that day? Well, yeah, we got about 15 others that were there on that day. Okay. And he actually said he left at 1:30, didn't he? Are we forgetting that? Okay, so what else? So what else could be so convincing of this man's guilt as a lone wolf killer of Abby and Libby? Let me think here. So we've gone through the bullet, we've gone through the confessions, we've gone through the him being there that day, like a bunch of others. I don't know. What is it? What are you going to tell me now? His horoscope or something? Oh, his horoscope says that he must be the killer because apparently the stars say that he's a killer. I mean, everyone's allowed to have their gut feeling. I have my own gut feeling. I have my intuition, my gut feeling about it. But what I am saying is based upon what has been disclosed to this date, how can anyone be so convinced of his guilt? I mean, it's easy to be convinced of his innocence because he's innocent until proven guilty. Is he proven to be Bridge Guy? Is Bridge Guy proven to be the killer? I mean, there's a whole lot of questions, but no answers. Yeah, how does he sleep at night? All right. What's up, Tammy? What's up, Tammy? Has anyone tried to duplicate the physical work it would take to pull this off? with only one person? Yes. Yes. And the answer is impossible. Impossible. Caro coffee is high in histamines, dark roast is a bit lower, and there are low acid coffees you can try. 20% of killers have a partner. There's no evidence. What's up, Michael? Only rumor that the bullet was found after the crime scene was released. No way is he a lone killer, says is a God thing. Absolutely no way. I don't even believe the girls have been proven to have been at High Bridge when living. Boom. Now you're getting into Prof's conspiracy theory territory. Do we even know they were there that day on the bridge? All right, so let's see. Yeah, so Nick, where are the other actors? Exactly. Well, we have someone here. Let's see who this is. I'll take the call. I don't know who it is, but we'll see. Libby weighs 200 pounds and appears was killed there while Abby was carried. So who controlled Libby walking her to this place, if that happened? There are people who think no one would confess 30-something times and not guilty, even if the details of confession do not match the forensic evidence. Lots of such people. 30-something times and not guilty. Even if... Okay, hello? Hello. Lots of such people. 30-something times and not guilty. Hello. Okay, hello? Hello.
Oh, Prof, what's
Hello.
up? Hello.
One more time. I'm sorry, I was getting my sound up. Hello. Okay, hello.
Oh, Prof, what's up? Hello.
One more time. I'm sorry, I was getting my sound up. Hello.
Oh, I don't know why it's got a different picture up, but hello. It's me, Chevy.
Oh, what's up? Yeah, there's no picture. What's up? There's no
why it's
picture.
got a different picture up, but hello. It's me, Chevy.
Oh, what's up? Yeah, there's no picture. What's up? There's no picture. Hey, is there
No,
any
you
way?
keep talking. You do you.
Is there any way to turn
And
that
yes.
sound down so there's no echo? Diamond Eye says, "What's up, Chevy?"
Talking, you do you.
Is there any way to turn
And
that
yes.
sound down so there's no echo? Diamond Eye says, "What's up, Chevy?"
Hopefully the echo has gone down.
Yeah, I think it is. Look, Tammy says, I can tell you as a nurse how difficult it is to lift and or move these unconscious people. I'm 5'11", trained in proper body mechanics, and I don't think I could do that on my own. No way in hell. Yeah, remember, Libby was 200 pounds. All right. Yeah, so what's popping, Chevy? It's been a little while, a month or two or three, I don't know. A little bit.
Okay. Now I can hear a lot better. Hopefully there's no echo.
No echo. No.
Oh,
We're good.
so I'm not going to invade. Just go ahead and go on about what you were saying. But no, Richard Allen is definitely not a lone wolf. We can get into that. So.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to make the point and understand, like, how can the majority of the Delphi YouTubers be so dead set on his guilt as a lone wolf killer? Like, absolutely convinced. Oh, looks like Mike dropped, but he'll come back. Chevy will come back. Do you think he confessed that many times? Or maybe lots of inmates, guards heard a few confessions? Oh, that's an interesting point, Digital. I hadn't thought of that. So in other words, saying the 20-something confessions, it's not 20-something confessions. Maybe it's 5 confessions that are heard by 4 different people or something. Ah, nice. Something to consider. I think they're meaningless though. Like and dead weight, you have to understand how heavy that is. I mean, look, confessions under duress when he's being guarded by Odinist. He's in a terrible mental state. He's smearing feces all over and eating it, and etc. And he's saying things that don't match up with the known crime scene, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Confessions mean nothing to me. I mean, if we ever get to see them, we can analyze them then. Well, yeah, no, it's a whole other subject, Michael. But point taken. Felony murder doesn't require a lone wolf. It's the point I'm making is not about the legal process. It's about the narrative pushing by the YouTubers who are all pretty much of one accord that, oh, he's guilty. He's a lone wolf killer. He's a guilty. He did it by himself. I'm trying to point out the faults in the logic of the narrative pushers. But yeah, felony murder doesn't require a lot at all to be, in my opinion, but definitely doesn't require him to be a lone wolf. Remember, felony murder meaning that he took part in the situation that led to their deaths. All right. Michael says almost all the logic on all sides is faulty. Well, there you go. There you go. You say that should answer the question of where he was at what time. Well, yeah, of course. Okay. Maximal inferences on minimal information. Well, that's one thing we got is minimal information. Minimal information. Where? Oh, yeah, good point. Digital. Digital, you're knocking it out of the park today. Where's anyone's phone data? Where's anyone's? Oh, there it is. Phone data. I mean, what about Elvis Fields though? So even if some of his confessions do match, when did he make them? How long after being locked in solitary? After reading Discover material and seeing some details, that stuff matters too. Well, Greeno confessed, right? Michael Osbrook, could you put that into the Rumsfeld paradigm, please? Known, unknown, or any combination of those? Sabrina, focus or shut up, says Carol. That number started as soon as the list of witnesses from prison in New Mexico motion, Nicholas McClelland's motion came out. The TF immediately started saying 30 confessions. Well, true. Dennis. Okay, I can substantiate this here. Yeah, after 14 days, it's torture according to UN guidelines for treatment. Thanks for the input, man. The chat is very awesome today. Thanks everyone for contributing to the chat. I appreciate that. Confessions. I mean, the thing is that the confessions don't really, like I said, there are others who have confessed. There are others who had knowledge of the crime scene. All right, Chevy keeps dropping. He's here. He's back. What's up, Chevy?
What's up?
What's up? You're back. Okay. Why would Elvis Field's sister rat his mother do something so heinous? Because thank God she did. Yeah, not only that, it was remember, it was polygraphed by yeah, not only that, it was remember. What's her name? Oh, I apologize for forgetting. Polygraphed by what's her name? Oh, I apologize for forgetting. Stephanie Thompson. Stephanie Thompson. All right, so thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super
Oh,
chat.
okay. Hold on.
Hey, Mike D. What's up, Mike? What's up, Chevy Killer? Maybe it's getting his sound straight again. All right. Most convincing for me is two sets of lawyers independently, a year plus apart, having seen the discovery, publicly say Rick Allen is innocent. Yeah, I touched on that last night. Remember Skerman and Librato, as well as Rozzi and Baldwin, are both asserting the complete innocence of Richard Allen. Okay. Okay. All right. So I will incentivize peace. Thank you. Let's see, but that's not logic, right? It's not logic, but it's compelling. I would say it that way. It's a little compelling that they would assert Richard Allen's complete innocence, because I think that is a. I will concede that it's somewhat of a rarity for even a defense attorney to declare complete innocence of a client, unless usually there would be a feeling that there is that, because the defense attorneys still want to maintain some sort of dignity and credibility. So, yeah, it's interesting that you say, it's not like defense lawyers regularly do that, because they want to maintain some sort of credibility and dignity. So it's interesting. Thank you, KO. We can't let them drum us out of the conversation. They won't. They've tried everything. Okay, K, just so we're clear, I never said Joel mentioned you did. Okay, Dennis, is that the lady who and her daughter died in a fire? Yes, that's the point I was getting. Polygrapher, State Police of Indiana, Stephanie Thompson, Elvis Fields, and others. Okay, Mike. Let's see. Mike is back. Mike, you keep dropping. I'm sorry. I don't know why, but
No, yes, it was my fault. I'm back. My audio's better. It wasn't good, so I apologize. And yes, the state polygraph, and you can go ahead from there. She was killed. Her daughter was killed.
yeah. Rest in peace, Stephanie and Maya Thompson. She's not the only one, though. I mean, there just seems to be a litany of bodies surrounding
Oh,
this case, but I don't really want to dive too deep into that tonight. But it's, as any
well,
of you who know the case will know that.
we can get into what's it? Click, correct? Who they're trying to make him look like a bad person.
Todd Click, they're trying to ruin his
Yep.
career. Yeah, his
Right. They're
credibility.
trying to, and his partner was shot by and the sad part is not even, he was shot by, if I'm correct, a correctional officer who shot him?
A former federal correctional officer and mayoral candidate, which means definitely a Freemason and
Mm,
possibly a white supremacist, Shane Meehan. Yes. After
shot.
throwing a Molotov cocktail at the building to lure out the inhabitants of the building, shot him in cold blood.
Exactly. So you're nowhere's near off. You're 100% spot on. And it's just, you sit there and you scratch your head and you go, what? But for the normal person, they go, oh, none of this is real. This is all fabricated and made up. This is just, you know, it's bullshit.
It
But
sounds
the
too
real,
fantastical. Yeah, it sounds like too fantastical. But hey, uh, newsflash, the world is fantastical. Shit goes on that will blow your mind. That's the world.
that's absolutely correct.
Okay.
And you just look at it and you can be on the outside, and we got people like Kay West, and we got people like Joe Lewis, and we got people like Diamond Eyes and whatnot, and everybody, and they know what certain things are going. But take the average person and they go, huh? What do you mean? Just like when they had the little fundraiser. So I sent out, and these were 10 people who had no clue. They asked me, they go, you want me to give money to a guy who is essentially being not convicted. They didn't use that word. They said, you want me to give money to a defense team for somebody who's being accused of killing two little girls. And these were 10 people who had no idea about the case. And I said, I'm asking you to trust me to just give $5 or $10 to help this guy get a fair trial. And
I know, I know.
they said, okay.
Well, good point. Good point. Because that's a good way to frame it. Because I like most people, they don't think before they speak. So the first thing they're going to think is, oh, he's arrested. He must be the killer. He must be guilty. But they don't ever stop for a moment first and think, wait up. There are lots of people who have been arrested for things they did not do. And there are lots of people who have been convicted for things they did not do. So it's interesting how you put it. Like the way that you dealt with it was to say fair trial. Talking point. Fair trial. You're not donating to a accused killer. You're donating to a fair trial. Right.
Right.
That
And,
he and his Swade says that and his wife has not wavered being by his side. I mean, well, that
and
doesn't
that
necessarily convince me completely, but it is a point. It's worth noting.
absolutely, it's well to note. And that does say a lot that she has not left his side at all. So, not to mention, so for everybody listening, and to everybody who's listening who's going to talk to somebody, the gag order that is in place, it is unconstitutional. There is no reason his wife cannot speak to his innocence. So, for anybody listening, the gag order that Judge Gull put in place is 100 and fucking 10%, or take it to 1,000%. It is unconstitutional. You
Yeah.
cannot stop a family member for speaking of their loved one or whoever it may be. It could be Prof, it could be me, it could be anybody in this chat room. You cannot say we cannot talk about Richard Allen's innocence or guilt, just like you can't tell the family they can't say Richard Allen's not guilty, but Richard Allen is guilty. You cannot do that. It is 100% unconstitutional, not to mention all of his constitutional rights that has been violated in this process. So let's say the man is guilty. Okay, he's guilty. But me being who I am, I want to see him go to jail. I want to see him be fucking beat, tortured, and killed for doing what happened to them two little girls because he's guilty. But wait a minute. You cannot break the solid oath of what our Constitution is. So if he's really guilty, in the uphold of the law, he's going to be freed and innocent because we have violated multiple constitutional rights of this man.
Well, that's I mean, bro, that's amazing points you're making there. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's almost as if they're trying to do this. You know?
Right. And it's sad. And I don't believe he is guilty but I'm just going to go on the basis he is. But I don't believe that he is. So if I'm going on the basis he is, and we're looking at this as we're Americans and we're going to just sit here and go, okay, we got section 4, we got section 6, we got section 7. And I know they're not exactly perfectly aligned with the violations that has been violated of his constitutions, but I'm just using numbers. And we're looking at it and we go, okay, section 4, I'm sorry, number 4, section 3 of the Constitution, he's to have to, okay, he's supposed to this and that. We have a man who's been locked in a prison. This is the craziest part of everything. Take Jeffrey Dahmer. Take Gacy. Take any serial killer in the entire country over the last 60 years. There has not been one that has ever been locked up in a maximum security prison for almost 2 years with no rights, has no visitations to their lawyers. They can bear.
And dude, and I want to add to that. Look at how he's marched around like Hannibal Lecter.
Lecter, exactly. Exactly.
That's a PR move. That's now that is to influence the jurors and to influence the public that we got the right guy and everything. Like that right there is despicable, dude.
Even when they had the son of Sam, even when they had David Berkowitz, they had the right guy. Here's the difference. They didn't march him out like he was Hannibal Lecter. And this is back in the 70s.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
They didn't. So you take this man. So there's this man who was upstate New York in 2022. He's a machinist. He is a law-abiding citizen. He has a background in machining. He has a background in engineering. So for all the people who are going to be the naysayers, this is an African-American man who lives in New York. There is a go, give, send me. He did not sell any guns. He didn't sell anything that he produced. He, as an American citizen, started manufacturing himself firearms. As of 2022, the New York judge said to his lawyer, "Do not come in my courtroom with the Second Amendment. I don't care. The Second Amendment does not apply. This is a 52-year-old man who has no criminal record, never did anything wrong. He's just a machinist. He is a He's an everyday guy who has been locked up in Rikers Island since 2002, who has never committed a crime in his life because he got interested in making gun barrels." All these types of things and what goes on is so fucked up.
Now, Michael's saying he doesn't like it either, but maybe the Kevlar and being surrounded by the big cops maybe for Rick's protection. But I don't know. I mean, what's up with the shock vest? You know?
Well, shock collar. No, he was literally put. There is no. Jeffrey Dahmer was not put in a maximum security. There is no killer in. You cannot find. I'm sorry. I don't want to. You cannot find a single murderer, regardless of children or a serial killer, that has ever been put and locked in a maximum security prison.
Yeah,
The only person.
It's also
No, go ahead, Prof. I'm sorry.
no. I agree. I mean, it's distressing. It's stressful. It's like there's an argument to be made that it's for his protection, but then you look at his condition and you look at how long it's been, and the precedent that it's not normal. You know, I just think like no. To me, it looks like they're punishing him before he's even found guilty. That's what for me. Like, if I would distill it down to the bottom line, like Hennessy does, I would say, you know what? Bottom line, they're punishing him before he's even fucking found guilty.
Absolutely, Prof. But so let's go one step further. Let's go back to his constitutional rights. He didn't have so he was quote unquote arrested October. They held him on the 26th, but didn't initially charge him to the 29th, right? Or 28th or something like that.
A few days like that, something like that. Yeah.
Right. So, okay. Now, he had no attorney. And you have to have so when he went to court and pled not guilty, he stood there by himself. He had no representation. He had no counsel. For people who don't understand what no representation is, and the people in this chat are smart and they know what no representation is. He said, "I'm not guilty." Then they locked him up. And then they held him for X amount of days. And then they held the hearing. And still to this day, when they held that hearing, and it was only X amount of days later, Mr. Richard Allen did not have counsel or representation. And they did a safe order. And they put him in a maximum security prison. There was no counsel. Richard Allen was not present for this. There was no anything. And the man was put in a maximum security prison. So that immediately violates his constitutional rights.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. I mean,
so
think about
that
it.
that alone, this is what I don't get. That alone. So you say this man killed 2 little girls, which is fucking horrendous. And we do want justice for Abby and Libby. But you said this is the man who killed them. Okay, let's say he did. I don't believe he did. And I'm going to say 98% of the people in here don't believe that either because of all the bullshit. But let's just say he did that. The moment you put him in a maximum security prison, he had no counsel, no nothing. You immediately, there is no way you, on a federal appeal, you can't hold it. That's it. It's over. It's done. This man may be guilty, but you just gave him the ultimate out, and he didn't get incompetent lawyers. He actually got competent lawyers. They are
Very,
smart.
very. See, that's what infuriates me about Judge Gold's order on the contempt hearing that I read last night. She actually flips the script, and where I believe he got extremely seasoned, competent lawyers, she's turning them into incompetent, sloppy, negligent, all those terms. Uh, it's infuriating. I mean, I think that why all the effort? Like, you're not only putting the guy in the shock vest, in all of the Hannibal Lecter get up and dragging him around, you have him in the DOC as a pretrial detainee. And then on top of that, you're trying to kick his attorneys in the balls to get them off the case, put your buddies on the case. Supreme Court says, hell no, they're back on the case. They're back on the case. So then you get the prosecutor to try to get them found in contempt. And then when that fails, because you got a hero like Skip Jensen, like bringing receipts, all she can do is turn around and say, well, they're fucking incompetent and sloppy and negligent. And basically, they're doing everything they're doing to Alan, they've done to the attorneys here. And it's like, what's the fucking agenda here? What is the agenda? With a pretrial detainee who's an accused with very little exhibited to the public at this point. Like, everything we've seen, and all the attorneys are as a unified front saying he's innocent, and we're looking at it and saying, boy, we really don't see much. We really don't. It's not. I mean, if a bullet with striations on it from ejecting is like what you got, and some wishy-washy confessions, I mean.
So, Prof,
Oh,
I
man,
do.
that's weak.
I do work. I work on machine. I do a lot of different things in general, but most of the times I sit in my office and we stamp steel. So they sat here and said, oh, the striations, like you said. So I have sat recently over the last several months, and I'm no expert and I'm no this. So I wore a glove, and I have just ejected a bullet out of my gun repeatedly and taken it under a microscope. And so I gotta take, so our dies. So I have to machine them within 500 thousandths, and that's very minimal. But the reality is, I don't ever like to make it because I have a tolerance where I can go, okay, well, I didn't make it perfect and do this, but I like to make it flush. And when I put that button in and what I do, I like to make it just this certain way. So I've ejected and go, and I look at them and go, okay, neither one of them that come out of my firearm looks the same. Nothing looks the same.
See what I mean?
Now, I can fire 25 shots and the reality is same thing for fire pin marks as much. Yes, a fire pin mark is great.
Whole different ball game. Whole
It-
different
it-
science. Yeah.
Right. And let me tell you, 22 out of the reality is 22 out of 25 are probably going to be on point with your fire pin because I've done that analysis as well as where I've gone pop, 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 boom, drop the clip, boom, put another mag in, go pop, 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 pop. And then I look at the fire pin strikings and I can, whatever, am I an expert at fire? No, but I can visually look and go, you know what? 90% of these look actual like they came from my gun. It's all the same fire pin strike. And I can say 10% out of 25 shots, eh, well, they're not the same. There's a difference. There's a glaring difference. But out of all the bullets I've just literally manually ejected, not fired out of my gun, I can't see any fucking thing on them. And again, I'm not an expert, but I'm not the person who's employed by the Indiana State Police. And I do work with metal. I work within tens. Literally, I have to be within a tenth of a 1,000th of a tenth in tolerance at certain times on certain materials that I run. I have to be so precise. And I go, oh, well, I ejected this bullet, I ejected this bullet, I ejected this bullet. So I look, and go, well, none of them have the same marks. They don't have the same striations. There is no, you can't, let alone something that was fucking in the dirt.
I mean, dirt has rocks in it. Bottom line.
Cor-
But rocks make scratches on brass. Hello.
Absolutely. And I want you to say whatever it is you gotta say, but I can't, I just go, okay, I could see, yeah, because you can go pop, 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 and literally 90 out of 100 are gonna resemble what you got. And that is a great, that's so telling compared to I found a bullet in the dirt and they got markings, but I'm I'm not no scientist, I'm not no this, I'm not not anything. Disclaimers for YouTube because don't want Prof to be in trouble. I can literally eject 100 bullets and not fucking one of them have the same striations. Not a one. So how can this lab go? Oh, we found this bullet in the dirt and it made the same strike.
That's the thing, Chevy. No matter what fucking expert that they try to get to say that, the defense can easily find 90 out of 100 experts who are going to say, hell no. And they're going to say what you're saying is that it's no science.
But here you go. I'm not an expert and
Right.
I've done my own testing. But the problem is, what the people in the jury, they go, oh, the expert goes, it does make the same tool. If this man gets convicted off of a round that was stepped in on the ground, buried, that Mike, okay, okay, everybody in chat, I'm gonna say it because it's factual. Mike Patty found the bullet, then they re-coordinated off the area and did another search. Mike Patty is the one who found the bullet. Prof didn't say it. I said it. Mike Patty found the bullet. And I know Mike Patty found the bullet.
Well, it's interesting because you know who used to live just a couple houses away or down from Richard Allen?
Oh, Cody Batty.
Another relative, and
Somebody who has been disappeared, they don't talk about,
I'll just leave
and
it at that.
he never crossed the bridge. Oh wait, he never crossed the bridge with Kelsey. Oh wait, I can tell everybody who Betsy Blair seen. Betsy Blair thought, but never said she's seen the two little beautiful girls. She's seen Kelsey and she's seen Bree. If you would like to see a picture of Bree, well, when Bree was younger in 2016, she looked exactly like Abby. And we all know Kelsey looks like Libby. So, but, Prof didn't say that. I said that. There's no what you call it. There's actual proof that Bree, she skipped along
Don't
her.
worry, the death threats will come regardless. So don't worry.
Prof, we embrace the death threats. We let them go. I
Hey,
do need
they're
Noe
like
to
air
call-
at this point. They're like air.
We,
It's a daily
we,
necessity.
we embrace them. We let them contribute to the viewer count. Like I told you the last time. Hey, like Kay and all them and whatnot. No. Don't hate. We embrace. We do whatever. I hate nobody. You're cool as fuck, Prof. I will do anything to help you, whatever. Noe, you need to call me and let me know where they are in Tip City because I have so I gotta say I have I I have a strong fan base in Tip City. No. We have a great, whatever. But if they really are there, especially Anthony Greeno, hey Greeno, if you're listening, you know how many times you've declined to see me in public. I'm just saying, Prof didn't say it, I said it. Greeno, you have declined to meet me in public. I've given you my phone number. I've given you anywhere from Southeast Ohio to Southwest Indiana. We can meet anytime, any day. But what did you do? You said, no, I can't do that. I said, okay, whatever. And now I'm just being a dick to be a dick, but I don't want to be a dick on Prof Show. We're here to love, subscribe, and smash that like button.
And we'll politely ask you.
We'll politely ask you to tell your
Let's
friends.
see. Who's that?
Do it.
Michael says he's out of here, and everyone's saying good night, Michael. Okay, good night, Michael. Thanks for stopping in.
Oh shit.
And we got
Well, no, we can't have people. Well, fuck. If people are leaving because I'm here, then I gotta go. I want you to have people here.
I'm sure the first interviews with these witnesses were recorded over until they had.
I see digital. We all know we didn't lose 70 hours of.
No, we didn't lose the whole first week of important interviews and all the cell phone data from the family accidentally.
Hell, I can tell you this. During the Gotti family fucking this, they didn't lose the first week of interview. They lost key pieces of evidence when they're trying to lock up John Gotti and whatnot and all the but they never lost the fucking fucking first. Yeah. You never never. If
How
you
many
walk,
judges? How many judges you think were in that Dropbox? I mean, come on, let's talk real talk.
oh,
Fouts,
the Dropbox.
Fouts, maybe Diener. Uh, I don't
I
know.
don't even. We can. Good. There could be judges from fucking
All over.
all across
Governor,
Indiana.
governor,
They,
sheriff.
of
I mean,
course, there
I'm
could.
just wildly speculating who's in the Dropbox, who ain't
Why is only? Why is it only? Why is it only Keegan? Why is it only Keegan? Because let's say this: Keegan is a scumbag. Okay, it's what it is. He contacted children, but why is the only person to go to jail is Keegan?
Yeah.
He
Why?
should he be in jail? Absolutely. But why? Uh, okay, I'll let you say something, but I'm gonna say something in a minute.
Go ahead. Go.
We're gonna take it to a different. Okay, so we got the Dropbox, right? Keegan's the only person. Now we have nobody else to implicate. So Keegan may be a scumbag in this, and maybe we're led to believe that Keegan is more of a scumbag than what he actually is. Just to play devil's advocate and to give the kid a slight, just to say, you know what? Maybe it wasn't him who created. So who created the Epstein list? So let's go. So is Keegan Klein the Jeffrey Epstein?
No, Keegan Klein is a useful idiot, but
R-
somebody's the Jeffrey Epstein in that area. Is it
no.
Diener?
Oh, yes,
Was
Prof.
it
You get
Fouts?
Prof. You get what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, so we they're Indiana's essentially saying that his Dropbox, Keegan Klein, is the biggest pedo next to Jeffrey Epstein. But wait, there's two things we don't have.
Oh no, he's not.
Oh, well, hold on.
Keep going.
We
Keep going.
don't. We don't have. We don't have any information from the Epstein list, and we don't have any information from the Keegan Klein Dropbox. So we have two pedos. So let's take this. We have two massive pedos, and not for nothing, maybe Jeffrey Epstein is the pedo that he is made up. But is Keegan Klein the fall guy to be that Jeffrey Epstein pedo?
Yes. Thank you.
No. So we got, but the people go, oh, Keegan Klein's, yes, Keegan Klein is a scumbag. But maybe Keegan Klein isn't really the he's not the headmaster. He's not this, as to where we take the other guy and he is the headmaster and he's orchestrated everything that has gone on for many, many years. Even Keegan Klein's younger, but he was the orchestrator of this Dropbox, according to what we've been led to believe. But what if Keegan Klein really isn't the orchestrator, but is just a sicko fan
He's just a
of
little boy, just a useful idiot.
right,
Hmm.
right. So we haven't seen anything from the Dropbox, and we haven't seen anything from the Epstein list. Now, okay, the Epstein list is arguably this Wow, we can rationalize as normal American human beings that, well, yeah, the government's. Why the fuck would the government hide something from Keegan Klein?
I mean,
Oh, wait. The government would hide something from Keegan Klein because the reality is, if this Dropbox really is what it's supposed to be, there are tens of thousands of little girls all through Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, with all type of influential people, which would actually make the Epstein list because you're going on a plane, you get put, would make it look like Epstein was a fucking saint, and the people who actually ran this fucking pedo ring from Indiana across like monsters. But we can't do that because, yeah, you know,
hey,
we couldn't make them look like monsters. Could there be a Derek German? Oh, I don't know.
I know this. Keegan Klein swore that he would talk once he was sentenced and housed in prison for good. So that should put the fear of God in these motherfuckers.
It should.
You know, did he talk? Has he talked? Is he going to talk? I think they're scared. I mean, what I see, I can't say too much, but
Nope.
my little
Whatever you
feelers,
got insights. Look, you got inside stuff that I don't got. But
my feelers say that lots of people are nervous. Okay, their little buttholes are all tight like this right now because the heat's on. The heat is on. Okay, so I think there's a whole lot of scared people right now, and I'm
and
happy.
that's good.
I'm
That's good
happy.
that they're
I'm glad.
scared people.
Yeah, maybe they'll start talking. Allegedly. Yeah. What's up, Bobby Smith? Hey, anybody got some questions for Chevy while he's here?
I had to hit the mute button for a
Specific
moment.
questions for Mr. Chevy.
Shit. Anybody ask any question for whatever they need to know, and we will answer.
Yeah, go ahead with
And
the questions if you got questions. I might
Prof
have
is
to.
going to become a loving, nurturing channel.
I need some water. I mean, this sugar in this shit, bro. This sugar right here, half a cup, and I'm like, I can hardly function. I need to go. I need to. If you get to answering a question, I'm probably gonna step away and refill this with water because
Well, fuck. On my phone, I can't read the questions, but I'll look at my big
I'll read
TV
it to you.
screen and can
I'm
read.
sugar overload right
No,
now. God damn. Carol says, "Hi, Bobby. What's going on tonight?"
Bobby
We're
Smith.
talking to Chevy at the moment. That's what's going on. It's a Friday night fuck around.
It's a Friday night fuck around. Digital, love you. Diamond Eyes, love you. Hey West, even though you's I believe a dude, love you. No homo. Great. Ask questions. Let's go. Let's have a fun fucking
Michelle.
chat. And let's not let these little assholes uh be a scumbag to Prof. That's bullshit in general. It's all bullshit. Fuck it. And Noe,
No, I'm dumping this. I'm going to refill it with water, sweet cheeks. That's what I'm about to do.
shit. I'm
Look,
about to
Dennis says,
refill my bottle.
Chevy, you mentioned you work in steel.
Yes.
Have you had any orders for steel boots from any Delphi customers?
Steel boots from no. I work in steel. Actually, I am American Steel. I'm one of the only few companies that is left who stamps out steel ties.
What do you
Not
operate, a CNC machine, or what do you operate?
no. I operate me, I sit in my office most of the times, and then I gotta go show the people how to operate their press. I operate a 250 ton, two 150 tons, 110 ton, and a 60 ton press.
What do you stamp
And
on, like sheets, like sheet metal?
well, no. So we have a special cold rolled steel.
Okay.
And so if you have a basement, if there's a poured wall where rebar goes in, we make the ties that goes into that wall. Our ties reinforce the rebar and the concrete, which makes it stronger. And so you have domestic steel and you don't. So our steel is not an import, it is a domestic. And then we add a special hardener to our steel, which makes our ties. You can look it up, TUFNLITE, toughandlight.com. We're in Dallas, we're in Tampa, we're in Ohio, but then you can look up Carroll Construction Supply. We're in Indiana, we're all over the country. We have 500 plus stores.
Hey, look, there's a question for you about. You have any thoughts on
Oh,
the
Ford Mercury Comet?
Mercury Comet
Yes,
versus the Ford
yes,
fucking
yes.
Focus? How ridiculous that is.
Well, I thought we was going to talk about the Ford that Mike Patty had. That's what I thought that
We'll go on
question
that
was.
too. Yeah. Hey, the
So
floor is yours. I'm gonna go refill this. 5 seconds.
it's not a Ford. Mike Patty has a Mercury. And he did his interview in the Down the Hill video, digital, and he stood at the back of that car. And at the back of that car is what Betsy Blair seen at the CPS building that day. So now, if you go today and look, Mike Patty doesn't have that car anymore. Question is, where did that car go? I believe that car has been sent off to a family member, whatever it may be. But it's not in Indiana. And the Ford Comet Mercury is the same exact type of car. And Betsy Blair didn't pretend seeing a 1965 Comet. She said it was a car that resembled what her father used to drive. And that's very specific because you have nostalgia. You take that and you know, wow, that's something that was from your past. Just like me. 78 Z28 Camaro. Mother owned one, T tops, this and that. The car became mine, but couldn't put it was what it was. So I went and bought an 88 Mustang GT. You will absolutely always know what a car is from your childhood because I used to get dropped off at the arcade in a 78 Z28 Camaro. You will always know your cars. You will always know specific details. Now, I can mistake a 78 Z28 Camaro for a 78 Firebird because a 1979 Firebird looked exactly like a 78 Z28 Camaro. So when Betsy Blair goes back into her nostalgia of her time as a child and she's remembering what her father drove, she absolutely knows the fucking car she seen that day.
Yeah, there's
And
no
it was
mistaking. There's no mistaking. Not
it was
especially not that huge of a difference.
it, fucking 2011 Ford Fusion.
Bro,
You're
how on earth can they expect you to believe that she made that mistake? Come on.
well, me, you, and the rational people in chat right now can understand that Betsy Blair did not make that mistake. The unrational people will go, oh, 2011, she's, oh, they made, no.
It's a car.
You exactly. It was purple. It was this. It was a fucking smart car. It, and exactly what the witnesses did. The only witness who put a description to the car was Betsy Blair. And the fucked up part, I said, okay, Betsy Blair did, but something to see, something to say. And that's her. She's not, and she's been back and forth, Patty's, um, but something to see, something to say, her channel, because I couldn't remember. And I'm like, motherfucking, in the HON down the hill video. But I'm sitting here, and I'm with this girl, and I'm like, I know where the fuck that car was. I'm telling you, I know. And I'm sitting here rapping through my brain, and I'm getting mad, and I'm looking at, I'm like, she's like, nah, yeah, you might have seen it and did. I'm like, no, I'm fucking telling you, I seen this car. And then something to see, something to say. She puts her video out. And then I sent her the fucking pictures and this and that. The girl that was here that night, and she goes, oh, I said, I told you. Mike Patty had this fucking car. The car Betsy Blair seen is the same exact car Mike Patty had in his driveway down the HLN video. I am a car expert. I am this. He had that car, and his car is no longer there. Why is that car gone? I would not get rid of a 66 Mercury or Ford. Although she thought it was a Ford, it's not. It was a Mercury. Why did Mike Patty get rid of his car? Where's the car now? We can go drive past the driveway tomorrow, guaranteed the car's not there. No
Welcome,
one
Dawn. I
would.
see Dawn is here. Dawn, welcome,
Yeah,
Dawn.
I see
Everyone's
that.
saying
Hello,
hello.
Dawn. No
Okay,
one would know that exact year of car. Betsy Blair reminisced of a 65 Ford Fairlane.
Right. I just think but this all goes back. See, the narrative pushers here, they're going to do what they do, which is try to gaslight, make you fucking crazy. But this all goes back to Tony Liggett,
Yep.
because Liggett's the one who tried to turn that 65 Comet into a Ford Focus. And Digital has a good point here. The only part of Betsy Blair's statement they want you to believe is that she on the platform and she saw Abby and Libby, or two girls. Everything else, they want you to forget about. They want you to forget about the 1965 Comet. And keep in mind, Betsy Blair saw, what's his name?
I can read Digital. Yes, she is 100% correct. But the two girls was Bree and Kelsey.
Right, but they want to turn that into Abby and Libby. Right.
Correct.
And they want to turn, what's his name?
Richard Allen.
No, they're trying to turn Richard Allen. They're trying to turn this other guy. Geez, my mind is slipping now. There's so many names in this fucking case to remember. Pearson. They're trying to turn. Okay, Betsy Blair. They're trying to turn Daniel Pearson into Richard Allen. They're trying to turn Richard Allen into Bridge Guy. You know.
So we got
Daniel Pearson was there. He was one of the early witnesses. Okay.
Yes.
But all of a sudden, we're supposed to forget about that too.
Who was?
Papa says she saw two teen girls with gray sweat. Yeah, she saw two girls. We believe it's probably Kelsey and Bree, but
no, I know. There's no. You ain't even gotta say. I knows it. I have a hypothesis. Knows it's 100% Bree and Kelsey. I absolutely knows that. He knows it for fact, and he actually has proof. He may not want to say it in here, but he knows he does. And not to mention, we can go on to the bridge. We can do this. Who was Kelsey's boyfriend?
Was it Chase?
Yes. Whose sister was out early that morning? How could his sister be out at the bridge early that morning? She was out at the trail. She was out at the bridge. He was also there earlier in the day.
You had a shitload of people out there early in the morning.
They're right. So their whole there was all these people. There really wasn't all these people out there that day. The only people that were really out there was the German Patties, Bree, Kelsey's boyfriend, his sister. So where are the 70 people that were out there that day?
It's basically a family affair. I mean,
correct. And then wasn't it Chelsea or who came walking out of the woods who walked up on Derek and Tara?
Yeah, and what's that whole story too? I mean, there's lies upon lies upon lies.
No lies. She felt she walked up on a drug deal.
The drug deal. That's what I mean. But right. You had supposedly Derek was at Wilson Bridge. Oh, we're supposed to forget that though.
Right, but he was sitting in the car with Tara when they were walked up upon. And somebody seen the man walk across the street. Who was the man who walked across the street out of the woods?
I don't
I,
know.
I mean, am I correct? Was that not? Where's Mike Patty's time card?
Well, funny you mentioned that because I was about to say, was that Mike Patty?
Yeah, right. So who? So oh, okay. All right. Let's say okay. Let's go back to Richard Allen. So we have Betsy Blair who goes, "Hey." Essentially, she describes Kelsey German's boyfriend. She she has a 10 out of a 10 description, and it's recorded 10. Now they don't release that until 2000 and what, 19?
Right.
Okay. So Betsy, so we got that. Now we got this lady. So Richard Allen walks down, is it 325 north?
Something like that. I can't remember.
Right. So I'm at, right. So it's 325. So we got Derek German, we got Tara German, and then we have, oh, fuck, Cheyenne, who comes out of the. So Cheyenne is off to the distance and thinks Derek German and Tarek German are doing a drug deal. Yet Cheyenne sees a man walk across the street off into a field. But yet we have this lady. I can't remember the woman's name who drove down the road. So
Sarah.
she
That's
drove.
Sarah Carbo. Yeah, she drives down
Sarah,
the road.
right. So Sarah Carbar drives down the road and watches Richard Allen walk past Cheyenne, which she
Well,
never mentions. She never mentions Cheyenne. She never mentions the fact that it's 3:57. So Becky Patty's outside. Remember, Becky Patty is nowhere near. She's off at the road on the phone with AT&T. So she drives past Richard Allen, never mentions Becky, never mentions Derek, never mentions Tara, never mentions Cheyenne,
none
but
of
she
them.
sees none, not one of them were out there, but she sees a muddy and bloody guy walking down the road.
Oh, no. She sees a muddy in a tan jacket.
No. She lied.
Tony Liggett turns into a muddy buddy in
Muddy.
a blue jacket.
Yes, correct. You're correct, but I'm just playing the whole little
Right.
scenario fake theme. So Richard Allen walked past Becky Allen. He said hello, hi. Cheyenne, nobody ever seen, although Cheyenne seen a guy walk off to the woods, which could have been Mike Patty, and thought Derek and Tara were doing a drug deal. But hey, okay, so there's no Derek, there's no Tara. Becky's nowhere to be found, even though she's talking to AT&T. And she sees Richard Allen. So where is the entire family who's out at the side of the road at 3:57 p.m.?
Makes no
Where
sense.
are they at?
No family.
Makes 0.0 sense according to the prosecution. Where the fuck is the family?
And no one's
So
asking where are the girls. Everyone's just wandering around aimlessly. And look, you've been out to have you been out to the trails?
no, I've been asked not to.
Let me put it this way.
I've been asked not to go out to Delphi because the fact is I'm either going to kill somebody or wind up in. So I've been
For
asked
the
not to
people
go
in the
there.
back, okay, for the people in the back, when you're walking towards the high bridge, here's how it goes, folks. You get to the high bridge, you got a choice to make. You want to go on the goddamn bridge straight ahead, or do you want to veer? Because there's a little trail that veers left. If you want to go veer left, that's your only two options. You're either going over the bridge or you're veering left. You veer that left, you're going down the hill. You go down the hill, you end up where? Ron Logan's property. Once you end up on Ron Logan's property, you're right there at the crime scene where the girls were found.
And
Anyone searching that area would naturally go two places. You'd go across the bridge and you'd go down that fucking 501.
And I is absolutely correct. Nobody asked where the girls were. And the funny part was Cheyenne, quote unquote, standing on 325, asked nobody. She got scared because she thought Derek and Tara were doing a drug deal. So, how in the fuck is Derek at 357, who was, quote unquote, looking for the girls?
No.
How was he sitting in a car when he was supposed to be looking for the girls?
And let me say this.
Hey.
357, okay?
Yep.
How much daylight you got left in the day?
For 2 hours.
More than 30 minutes, right? You have hours
Yes.
of daylight, okay?
Yeah, you got 2.5 hours. Yes.
You only got two places to go. You have across the bridge and onto K. Weber's, or you got down the 501 and onto Ron Logan's. That's your only two fucking places to go. So you mean to tell me from 357 until dark, they could not check out both places? Because if they had checked out that 501, they would have stepped right on top of the girls.
What
if the girls were there?
What did Ron Logan say? His property was lit up like a football field. Now, we got to take that with a grain of salt. But we do have to take into account that Ron Logan says, how did they not find the girls that night? Because his property. So, again, yes, we have to take that with a grain of salt. But Ron Logan says we have to factor, regardless if we're going to factor it in a tenth, 2/10, 3/10, or 10,000ths. If we factor, we got to take Ron Logan and go, okay, 90% it wasn't lit up and 10% it was. Regardless, we have to factor in what Ron Logan said. Ron Logan said his property was lit up like a fucking football field.
I mean, it's not that fucking far. You either go across the bridge or you go down 501 and you end up right on Ron's. I mean, come on, bro. You got hours of daylight from this 357 or whatever, from 3:30. Okay, 3:30 p.m. You have hours of daylight. You're not going to go walk down that trail, and then you have night, and it's lit up like a football field.
Kelsey, hold on, Kelsey, and so now we're bringing in a different person. Kelsey crossed the bridge with what's his name? You gotta help me out here, Prof. What's his name? Kelsey crossed the bridge with the uncle, the fake uncle.
Was it the Joseph?
Who?
Joseph and Eric or Cody?
No, Cody. So
Cody.
Kelsey crossed the bridge with Cody.
Yeah, but you also had Joseph and Eric Williams out there too, doing the same thing.
Eric Williams said he wasn't allowed to go to the crime scene and was by the crime scene and was pushed away from police. So we have to take Eric's account into. We got to take all of it. So me and you were pushed away from the crime scene, and they go, nope, that never happened. But wait. Oh, the girls were magically found the next very fucking next day.
I'm a country boy, and I'm here to tell you those girls were not there.
Oh, and let's not forget how they've constantly pushed the narrative that it was a unseasonable. It was 43 degrees out that day. It was not fucking unseasonably warm, and I can tell you, I live in Ohio. I don't live far from Delphi. I don't live far from When it's 43 degrees out, you ain't walking around with a t-shirt.
Let's not forget this too with the phones. Okay, since we're talking about Becky Patty and AT&T, okay, let's not forget that she asked them to start pinging the phone.
Yep.
They started pinging that phone, and that phone went off, and then
And
magically came back on.
what? Hold on. Yes, came back on at 4. But let's also remember, when did Mike Patty? Remember when the phone stopped pinging?
Yeah.
The phone stopped pinging right before 5 p.m. Who went to the police station at 5 p.m.?
Mike Patty?
Yep. And then the phone magically started pinging again when Mike Patty was, and this is confirmed, this is not fake. This
4:30
isn't.
a.m., something like that?
Yes. And the next ping was at 4 something. Mike Patty literally admits he is in a canoe. So for everybody listening, this is not factual. This isn't fiction. This isn't made up. Prof's not making it up. I'm not making it up. Mike Patty admits to being in a fucking canoe. And then the phone starts pinging. Now, why would you be... Who in the world would be in a fucking canoe at 12:30 a.m. at the murder scene? And why did nobody find the girl's clothes? And I have a hypothesis will also elaborate that we're still missing certain clothing from the crime scene. So for everybody who goes, oh, where's Abby's jeans? Abby's jeans have never been located. Never. These are facts. Abby had her sneakers, but where's her jeans? Remember the gray hoodie? The gray hoodie is also missing. And if I'm wrong, I will correct me and tell me that the gray hoodie was there. But we're missing 2 clothing items.
Well, if we're going to talk about clothing, let's also talk about Libby's clothing.
Oh,
The alleged pant wear that she had on. Because magically, after 6.5 years of wearing sweats, she suddenly, magically, all of a sudden, factually, has
wore
on
jeans. Yep.
Yeah.
And so, fuck. Oh, I messaged Becky, and she said that Libby never wore matching socks, but we have a picture of her wearing matching socks, and I messaged her and I said, hey Becky, well, here's this picture. So you're saying Libby never wore matching socks, and she's sitting in this picture wearing matching socks. You said she always wore mismatched socks, which kids do that, and there's no whatever. Fuck. There's times, whatever. I may wear mismatched socks, but she was adamant that Libby always wore mismatched socks, but in this picture,
Yeah, but what's the word? Statements like that, they're meaningless, because it's like saying Prof always uses his right hand to scratch his nose when his nose itches.
right.
Except 15% of the time, my right hand's busy or tired, so I use my left hand. So
Right.
I mean, those absolutes make no difference. That sounds like an attempt to steer a narrative, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the
Real
steer
talk.
narrative. It wasn't the steer narrative. It was to ask her, hey, you claim this, so why out of this one?
No. I mean, Yeah, I think it's her attempt to steer a narrative about the socks being mismatched.
Oh, I believe Libby did wear mismatched socks, but to say she always did, and then we get a picture where she didn't. She's sitting on a wall. She's sitting on a wall, and she has two black socks on. And that's where I question, and
I
I
mean,
sent a
I think
message.
statements like that, this is stupid shit. It's like Ron Logan. They tried to do it to Ron Logan. He had an underwear. I mean, he had a drawer full of women's underwear. It's like, so fucking what? He's a guy. I mean, you think in his whole life he didn't end up with some women's underwear and he just started stuffing them in a drawer? Or maybe he even had a fetish and he liked to keep the underwear with women he had slept with. I mean, what's the big deal? That doesn't mean he killed Abby and Libby. You know?
No, exactly,
Stupid.
exactly.
Oh, man.
No. You're
The
not
shit
wrong at
that we've
all.
had to listen to in this whole story. I mean, it's like, how can our brains keep up with this amount of
Shit.
inflated bullshit? Okay, I was told over 3 years ago that some family stuff would have to come out during the trial that would be embarrassing. I think it's the abuse theory. Well, keep in mind that I displayed the list for you guys of the. I mean, Chevy, let's do this. I think I can pull it up. It won't be quick, but basically, it was the Kokomo crew, it was the Keegan Klein and Associates, and it was Garrett Kurtz Associates. Those are three lists from Reddit.
Oh,
Okay,
I
have you
don't know
seen
that.
those?
So I don't follow Reddit. I don't do any of
Oh,
that. So whatever you want to pull up, you go ahead, man.
I'll
I'll
see if
follow
how
your
quickly
lead.
I can get it.
I'll,
But what you're gonna
I'll.
find, brother, is 90% of the people in these three groups are felons. So it's basically like the only ones who aren't felons are the parents of some of the felons, So it's like everyone who's been brought into this entire conversation for 7 years. It's not like you're dealing with a bunch of altar boys here, you know. I mean, we're dealing with people with records.
Yeah. Look, whatever you want to pull up, I'll do. I'll just follow your lead and go off of whatever you need me to go off of, Prof.
Well, I guess I was trying to shortcut it by just breaking it down like that to say it's. But I'll pull it. Let me see if I can. How quickly I can find this shit, because it's really enlightening. It's like, man, everyone that's been brought in, like, hey, you and I are some outsiders. You and I are some outsiders here.
Oh, well, I'm definitely an outsider.
But all of these
So-
people who've been brought into this conversation for 7 years, that's what I'm getting at, is 90% of them are convicted felons. And it's something else to see with your own eyes. And then you start looking at who these girls were surrounded by, and you get a similar demographic. That's all I got to say about that.
Yep.
And I'm not trying to bash the family or anything. Like, it's just, we're talking about real things here. Okay.
Well, I'm not trying to bash the family either, but when a eyewitness who you lie about being law enforcement tells you that there is an essentially a 1967 Comet, which she believed resembled 65 Comet, resembled what her father drove, and that Mike Patty actually owns a 66 Mercury that looks like a Comet at the CPS building that they destroyed. Let's not forget, they literally destroyed this building. So this building has evidence. This building is part of these girls, unfortunately, being harmed.
Say that again to me, Chevy. I wasn't listening. I'm sorry. I was reading a chat.
So Betsy Blair,
Mm-hmm.
she informs of a car that's backed in to the CPS building. So we know what the car was. She said, 65, 67 comment. It reminded her of her father's car.
Hmm.
Now she's living this nostalgia, going back to, oh, but the reason that's important is because this car definitely hits the point. It reminds her of what her father. So we're going to leave that where it is. Here we're going to fast forward. They destroyed the CPS building. Why would you destroy the C?
Should have
That
never been
C,
done, in my opinion,
right.
until trial.
Till after you convicted somebody, that CPS building should have. But now, hold on. So there's rumors. Remember the cabinet files?
Yep.
Remember Libby put documents in a cabinet file? Right?
Yeah. I don't buy into that theory too well, but I know that.
Okay, you don't have to buy into it, but I buy. But let's just say, okay, but
Let's do it for a
what
mental exercise, Chevy.
what was in the CPS? There was only a couple of things in the CPS building: a pair of sneakers and a cabinet file.
That's the
Well,
word on the street. Yeah.
what's correct for what you and me know? This is just us. What do we know? The word on the street is there's a cabinet file and sneakers. Now, what is very, very important in this case, technically, is Libby German sneakers. So you found sneakers in the CPS building. We have a car that was parked in backwards that you said was Richard Allen's, which we know is not a 2016 Ford Focus. We know that for a fact because we have an actual eyewitness telling you it's a fucking 1967, 65. You know, we can say belt. It doesn't even matter. We know this witness says what it is specifically, but we why would me and you go destroy this CPS building?
I think it's ridiculous.
It,
I think it was.
so
I think it would have been necessary. It would have been very beneficial to have the jury. I'm sorry. So I think it would have been very helpful to bring the jury out to the trails to allow them to see how the CPS building is situated and park a car there and do the whole 9 yards. You know what I mean?
yeah, you're not wrong by any fucking metric. You are
Uh,
100%
I was pretty
absolutely
astonished
correct.
when I heard that, but I'm also astonished with the Flora House. I'm also astonished with that whole different subject.
For For well, no, because the Flora House may absolutely tie into how is it? Okay, so Becky Patty didn't write the insurance policy, but Becky Patty did appraise this home, and then the girls were killed. Kiara, uh, and and I'm not being a dick because I don't know the other fucking two girls' names. It's a fucking tragedy, period. Them four little girls should never die. But we do have Patrick Westfall who is involved, who possibly was talking to the mother. I believe Patrick Westfall was talking to the mother.
Well, I know it was Colton Creasy who was more than talking to the mother.
Okay, well, I don't know who's dating, but I believe like there was rumors that Patrick Westfold was talking to the mother, and it was kind of like a down. So,
Well, he just lived houses down, just houses down.
right,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay, hey,
And
let me stop this video here. Let's see. All right, let's read in this box. Tina said her daughter called from the bridge on the 13th.
yes,
This was at 2:03 a.m.
this was the girl who was abused and
She
supposedly
alleges her daughter was
raped.
sexually assaulted and beaten by men as an initiation into the sons of Odin. Okay.
Yep.
Now, let's move on. Let me look, because there's some red flags here. Okay. Look at these names here. Tina believed that Derek snitched on her sister, Christy Lynn Martin, Keegan
Yep.
Callis, Tyler Joe French, and Jeff Reagan. It's rumored that Eric Alter was associated with the crew along with Abby's uncle. I messed up. Libby's dad and possibly Garrett Kurtz and Greeno. You see that?
Yep.
Okay. They were cooking meth at the High Bridge. Now, remember, this is on the 13th.
Yes.
But there was a K carved in a tree. Maybe the K is what they thought, but it was an F. We know it was an F now, but remember, this is years ago. There was a letter carved in a tree.
But we all know that F was in blood.
But it was an F in blood. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We know that.
These guys, part of the Kokomo crew, they were out at the bridge camping out nights before. There were rumors that people were making meth and stuff. There was also a rumor that Tesh was dating Cheyenne. Megan and Keegan went to the bridge that day. Additionally, met with the Kokomo crew people I just discussed. Okay. Paper plates on the little car. Okay. Gabe Ellis, Tyler, Derek German, Tina Rodell all used to do meth. They had a meth lab a few months prior to the killings. Gabe liked underage girls, and on 215, he was pulled over and had a minor in the car. It was 2001 gray Grand Am with paper plates.
Yep.
Okay. The same paper plate was written on the Dodge Dart. Tina thought it was an Accord.
Because Tina was high.
She admit to me who all was there. Elijah Cook, Josh Weaver, Keegan Callis, Tyler French, Travis Janicki was pickup guy. Cheyenne Hooligan, Ingo, and Cheryl Loeffler witnessed what happened and might know who Bridge Guy is.
So who walked out the woods and who did Cheyenne see walk across the street? Cheyenne watched the person walk across the street. Who was the guy who walked in? Who did Cheyenne say who walked across the street?
Look, Libby and Abby's killer was a mix of trademarks. Well, now we know that to be true. I mean, this woman was predicting the future, wasn't she?
Yeah, but
it was to throw off the real cops, is what she said.
But
My
we
sister
know
got
who.
busted with Derek.
Mm.
Libby and Abby were not found under bridge. Okay. I mean,
We
she's
know
setting the
who
record straight.
Cheyenne.
There was a Garrett, but I don't even know his name. But his name was Garrett, but I don't know the last name. Okay. I'm trying to push this because you'll see Erskine and Reagan and Keegan Nineball. Keegan. Okay. We're
We
getting
know
there.
Keegan. So for all the people who say Keegan had something to do with their death, they didn't.
Okay. Let's keep going. We're almost there. That was 8Ball's bag of dope that was in the trunk. That the
Oh.
photo you will see. Okay. Which she is alleging. Okay. So she's saying it's a drug war, but that her daughter somehow stabbed someone. Okay. She thought the FBI had the earrings, but the FBI does not have the earrings. All right. She was sold to a guy.
But
Someone snitched on her and Reagan, Keegan, Tyler, I think Libby's dad. Okay, you're starting to see the weird with the. She was out there with 3 guys cooking meth.
So but doesn't the FBI actually have the earrings?
Nope. Okay, cooking meth. This is several years of screenshots here. The story never changes.
Nope.
Um,
On the 13th. Yep.
okay.
Cake or muffin. Yep. Gotcha.
Anthony, now look, Anthony just confessed this last week or two. Oh my gosh, fucking. It's hard to not glitch this and trying to pause it right on time. Look.
Who?
Greeno confessed being in Delphi day of murder, which he stated in video he removed at Flora Shop. By the way, Tina told me where Greeno was staying and doing spice in her home the next day. He was missing. His brother James placed him in Delphi. Oddly, he was blah, 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 with his son. Okay, then she's fussing at her mother. She doesn't want Tina saying all this shit. That's Megan. Girl, you called me. Oh, shit. It's worth it, bro. I apologize for the glitching. Okay. You called me from the oh gosh, I missed it again. Called me from the High Bridge on the 13th. Remember, this is at the AM hour. And it's the first time I've ever spoke your name through this shit. Who's your 3 guy friends? She keeps bringing up there's 3 guys with her cooking meth. And this is in the AM on the 13th. On the 12th into the 13th. Okay. Now we're going to get to what I'm trying to head towards, which is this list. Oh, still naming the same people. See? Keegan Callis. Megan was attacked. Blake was not with them. Let's be clear. She's straightening out that. There's Megan. And I want to look at this list. I'll pause it and I'll remove Diamond Eyes here. That's the car where they're supposedly Keegan's putting dope in it. Supposedly. Remember, he's got those guys she listed earlier supposed to be in this car picking up Megan. Boom. Now let's look at this list. Kokomo Crew. Tinker, convicted felon, drugs, homicide. Blake was not there. That's Tina's. Okay, see, Blake was not there, but also a felon. Dustin Prater, Cook, felon. Gabe Ellis, Josh Hewitt, Josh Weaver, Keegan Callis, Christy Lynn Martin, Kyle Stacy, Paige Turley, Robert Teschke. I mean, this group here. mean, just look at it. Okay, this is Keegan Klein Associates. This is not necessarily accurate here. This is old Reddit shit, okay? So I thought this was the easiest way to show this list and to show some of those names that she was naming over the years. Let me remove this. All right, so thank you for indulging me in that there. Now let's see what comments flew by. Let's see. Old Reddit stuff. Yeah, Lisa. I'm just reading the Tina said she saw Garrett Kurtz, Josh Lank, Tyler Joe French walk towards the trail. Wait, TR, Tina Rodell? I haven't seen that. Do you have that, Diamond Eyes?
Yeah, Diamond. Whatever you got, post it.
Okay, good job, guys. I think we caught up now. I hope the defense gets a hold of these girls. They need to talk, and now. Yeah, you mean Megan and Tina? I agree. I fucking am pushing that right now. But yeah, so that was my whole diversion there. Thanks for the indulgence, everyone.
Oh, we also need the mother, Prof. We need the mother to go and say, hey, my daughter was abused that day,
Mhm.
and we should have proof that there is a phone call to the police. Did she not call the police that day?
I think she had Julie Melvin call. What's his name? What's his name? Not Holman, the other guy, the Carroll County guy.
Leggett?
No, the other guy.
Oh shit.
He's a pencil pusher right now. I can't remember his name.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Not Tobe, or the pencil pusher. He's organizing all the discovery for the prosecutor handover to defense. It's Mullins, Steve Mullen.
Steve, you sure?
Yeah, Steve Mullen, who has had all of this various positions in the area, a rotating door of Mullen, Steve Mullen.
Right. But
I believe that's who she had Julie contact, and Julie contacted Steve Mullen, and Mullen talked to these kids that were named, and they were also blasted out of their mind that he had to interview them a second time, but whatever came of it.
Hey.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Yeah, he's an organizer. That's what I mean. He's filing the files and deleting. He's the guy deleting the shit. He said, "Oh no, we can't give that to defense. We got to delete that right now." And then, okay, we'll say that one's lost. Allegedly, that's his job, deleting shit for the prosecution. Allegedly. Oh man, everyone, please don't take anything we say on this channel seriously. It's just a good time. We're just speculating here. It's just a brainstorming session. We're not asserting anything. Okay.
Absolutely not. We're just having fun. That's it.
Mullen shares
Kindly
DNA
smash
with Bart
that.
Simpson.
Kindly smash the like button.
Hit the like, y'all. Oh, hit the Cash App. Hit the super chat. Send kind words to my man Chevy Killer, And
No. Don't say no kind words to me. Just kindly smash like button, subscribe,
go
and
subscribe to the people in the chat who are good
to the
people.
prof, and do whatever and whatnot. You ain't got to do nothing for me. Just do for him, whatnot. And yeah, we got a lot of fucked up fucking. Mm, we'll leave it that where that is. So we got some cretins, some little tyrants. What are they doing? They're like, they're hitting their little marks, and
Yeah, when I was younger,
how could you ever let how can I say this? Well, if it was my daughter that was out there, there's nothing that would ever stop me, and there would be nobody. As where Eric goes, they said I can't walk past there. Well, yeah, I'm gonna walk past there. You can't stop me walking from past looking for my child. But again, it's
I mean, dude, can we
how
just have real talk? Who in the fuck would ever stop looking for their child that's 13 years old and a girl and missing in February at a wilderness park? Come on, man.
correct. You
I
wouldn't.
would be out all night with my brothers and my cousins and my whole crew. We'd be stomping the
But Prof, we just said okay, we're gonna look again in the morning.
Everyone go get some sleep. Everything's fine.
Yep. Okay, so here, go back to one of, and it's not just I's videos, but I definitely points it out. I have a pot this. Look at where they put all. It's the right side of the room if you're looking on the video. Technically, it's the left side of the room. Look where they put the dresser. Look where they put these license plates. They did this. They put these posters over Libby German's bedroom after it was quote unquote painted purple by her. If you look, the bedroom has changed multiple times, but Becky Patty tells you this room has never changed and you can see it. So for you people who you can see it for yourself, you can literally watch the room change. The room changes. Becky Patty is lying. I could never ever lie about my child being, but it's not her child. That's it's so hard for me to explain in that manner. And again, I don't. My child was killed, and I struggle every day not to go. Every day I struggle not to go kill the person who he didn't intentionally, but he accidentally killed my son. But he lied to my face. So every day I have for the last 2006, 18, I've struggled for about 18 years. I fight with myself constantly not to go kill this person. And here's the thing, I don't understand how they can't want to, because 18 years later, I know it was an accident, but I still struggle to go kill the person who did what it is that they did. And that's why my son's no longer here. So I have that issue. I deal with that. I fight with that. I fight with that daily. I can't sit here and say, oh, well, Nope. I'd have to go.
I'm sorry, Chevy. I'm praying with you, brother.
Oh no, nothing to pray about. It's all good. Thank you. I
Praying for
appreciate
you,
whatever.
man. Praying for you.
No, no, you should. I pray for. Watch I go every day. I go. How do I not kill this motherfucker? I go, okay. And I've had people who's close to me. They go, hey, look, here we go. We'll do this, we'll do that, and then we kill. And I go, okay. I said, man, all right. Yeah. Every day I go through life trying not to kill somebody. And that's hard for me. So for me, that these people, they act the way they do what they, and everybody grieves in a different way. But I don't understand how it is that these, okay, so people, they go, well, we can do in this, and there was a bike ride for my son, and there was this motorcycle, and I, I, I said, no, nobody's making no money, and I just shut the motherfucker down because point blank, there's no, I, I couldn't make money. Eh, I'm not gonna ever make money off my son being killed. I can't do that. There was a poker run. I'm sorry, I said a bike run. Listen, there was a poker run, and they wanted to do and I respected it for us. And I'm like, it doesn't make a difference. I can never get back that. So even though there was people who were we want to do a poker run, and um we're gonna put this in a magazine, and I'm like, you can't make, no, you just it's something. I am how I am. I am what I am. This ain't the fucking Popeye story, but they were trying it and wanted to do a good thing, but you can't give me back what was taken from me, and there's no way in the world that I want to make $1 off of what was taken from me. That's the best way I can say. I never in my life want money because my child was taken from me. That's the last thing in the world I want from me. I don't. I can be broke. I can be. Who the fuck cares? I can't have my child. I don't want $1. Eh, None of that makes sense. I don't want no money.
The money ain't gonna give you the child back.
Money's never gonna give me money. Never.
Can't buy the child back.
I had like say I wanted the lawyers go, all we can do is maybe get you some money. I said, leave. They go, what do you mean leave? I said, leave. I don't want money. I want my son, or I want to be able to kill the person who killed my son and not go to jail. Oh, we can't not do this. You want to kill him? I said, well, that's what it's going to be. We're going to play this one or two ways. Don't want money. You give me a guaranteed I can kill him and don't go to jail. Oh, we can't do that. Okay, well, then fuck you and fuck your money. I don't want money. That's why I can never understand. They love these. And I don't want to be mean to Anna because she has kind of distanced herself. Don't want to be, but who controlled everything? The Patties. How can you be this person? You want fundraiser after fundraiser after how can you be that? Are you fucking kidding me? Because for me, the only thing I want, I know, I understand it was an accident, but I also understand the person looked me in the face and lied. So there's a difference. The only thing I want is to hurt this person as much as I can hurt them. But I can't do that because then I don't then said all the bullshit. Would I like to take my hands and break his neck? I absolutely would. Can I? No, I can't.
No, you
And
can't.
when they go, oh, money, 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 I go, no, I don't want. I don't want no money for. How can you, as a family, want money? I'll never understand that. I'll never get that. You can look up Jeffersonville fire. There was two little girls who were killed, and then my son was killed right after. So it put the entire town on fire. Jeffersonville, Ohio. Them poor two little girls. We now know what happened. They should still be alive. My son stepped off a playground. It is what it is. But when they go, money, 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 come on.
That shit don't fly here. Like
No,
Rick
I
Snake
would
says.
be
Yeah.
broke. I would be broke. I would be poor and live under a bridge. Or I'd live out in the open if I had my son. It wouldn't make a difference. There's no, they just go, oh, all you can get is money. And I just look at them and I go, what do you mean? That there's no dollar. There's no, yeah. So whatever. I'm at the So, two little girls who were killed right before my son. They were killed in a fire. And I met their parents at I went once to whatever the fuck you want to call it. Uh, I don't even know what you call it in general, like therapy type of fucking meeting, whatever the fuck you want to say. Look, Matt, the mother, they sat there, got people to buy a headstone, do this, some other shit, yeah, looked at him and said, uh-huh. I asked him, I said, why didn't you run into the house to get your kids? They looked at me and said, huh? I said, why didn't you run into the fucking house and whatever, die, do this to get your motherfucking kids? Because according to the fake, your kids already had smoke inhalation. You people were out the house. Why didn't you go in to go get your fucking kids? They said, oh, no, what I said, all right, whatever, fuck it. No.
I mean, I couldn't imagine not getting burned to shit to go get my kids.
Right. Oh no,
I would run through fire.
the mother ended up going to jail years later, whatnot, and this and that, and so forth and so on. We know the truth. That's why I just looked at him and I just said, "Why didn't you attempt to get your?" I said, "How could?" Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Right. You would burn to get your child. You'd do. So would I. I would,
I mean, it'd be worth dying.
right. I've asked for 18 years. That's my. I love. Look, I ain't gonna lie. Anything like the chat room would do. I love living, and for 18 plus years, I would rather be dead than to have my son be dead. And I bet I said, eh, would I? Absolutely. Every day, any day. I'd trade that place. I'd be dead. But you can't. That's the fucked up part. No matter how much I lived, even when he got said, I lived a life like, oh, I said, he was killed. It fucked me up to no end, to no tomorrow. And still to this day, I'm still fucked up. We're talking
18 years. Yeah.
18 years. I'm still fucked up. Never gonna change.
2006. So that's the same year my brother
Yep.
was killed. At my brother was 18 years old.
My
But
son was about to turn 2 right after his brother, my other son. My son was born 1 month. Well, his brother was born 1 month and 1 day before his brother was killed. And literally 1 month And one day, and 5 days before his birthday, before he turned 2, he was killed.
See, the thing with me is that people always say how grief is like any pain never goes away, but I know when it hits me, it's like it was yesterday. Because when it hits me, because it was just unnatural, untimely, unreasonable. Like when it hits me, it's overwhelming, just like it was yesterday. Because I still feel like I just saw him yesterday, you know. And I think people don't understand that. People don't. You know, and they fuck around. Like in this community, they fucked around and they try to use that shit to hurt you because they hate you so much. So you know, they flung that at me. You know,
And
oh,
I'm
your
sorry,
brother this, and your brother that, and but when it hits you, it's like it's the loss never goes away.
Prof, I don't know who your brother and I'm sorry if anyone uses it against. That's not right. It don't make a difference. You do you do, and like I said, hey, we be happy. We make motherfuckers mad just to talk shit, to be happy, and if they don't like it, oh well, you know.
Be mad.
And not you. Don't you be mad. I
No,
try not to be mad.
let them be.
They can be mad. Let them be mad. Exactly. Fuck them. You know what? Fuck them. Who cares? And I get it. And I'm sorry you lost your brother. And I get you. It's a, you know, yeah, it's a fucked up fucking dilemma. And we sit here and we look and we go, okay, how do we piece this together? So we piece it together how we can. But you, like myself, and like many others in this chat room, we can all go, fuck that Richard Allen's. But we all look and we piece and go, you know what? We don't judge that man like, oh, he's guilty. We look at one another and go, hey, huh, that man might be innocent. Same thing. Doesn't matter what whoever's sitting in some fucking place talking shit about you. You know what? They can talk shit. Show the receipts, prove the receipts. They can't, so therefore, you are not a guilty man of what they say you are. I'm an asshole, I'm a this, I'm a scumbag, I'm a motherfucker. I do. Prove the receipts. The difference is I'll pull my motherfucking shirt off, give it to you, and there's receipts of that can be shown. The other stuff. You ain't got to worry about all these other motherfuckers and fucking. Fuck all that shit. You've lived. I've lived. And I'm probably sure some people go, what the fuck Chevy saying? Oh my god, is that? No, my name's Mike D, and it's what it is. But hey, yes, I'm Chevy Killer. And yep, I got a nice little buzz kicking. But Prof,
Friday night, man.
Prof doesn't sit here and bullshit the audience. He shows what's what. And me, I'm as real as fucking ever. Whatever you want, it don't make a difference. I am me. I'm never gonna change. I actually enjoyed talking to Prof the other few weeks ago. And we bullshitted and we did this and that and whatever. I ain't never not gonna be me. I ain't never gonna say, oh yeah, this. No, I got a nice buzz kick like doing whatever. I hope you guys listening enjoy it. Any questions you want, I will answer. And if I can't, Prof will answer. And maybe I'll answer in a day or two. Who the fuck knows, or whatever it may be. But good people are good people. And just love the next person. Don't judge. Just do it. And for me, it's like, I always, because my problem is I live and it's in my, I, for me, so this is why it's so big, like the patties and this and that and that. Me, I, uh, I know who did he kill my, to me, yes, he did. He killed this and whatever. So I'm not going to say his name and do whatever, but to me, I can't let that go. I haven't let it go for fucking 18 years. Am I fucked up in the head over it? Yep, I'm fucked up in the head over it, and there's many times I want to go and break this motherfucker's neck or put fucking 6 bullets in his head and do all types of shit, and I talk myself out of it every single day. So I don't understand, for me, how if one of them two girls was there's no way I could let this go, but I cannot let. See, difference is I know the person who's guilty. He'll never be whatever. Not here nor there. I cannot let. If Richard Allen's guilty, and I was that, there's no way I could ever let it go. The difference is everything says this man is innocent. And even if he was guilty, for everybody listening, this man has been locked in a fucking maximum, not one, two different maximum security prisons. Not one, but two. I
Oh,
would
his
have.
ass has been kicked. He's been threatened. He's been abused. He's been neglected. He's not been fed. He's been had his fucking food fucked with. There's no doubt. All of that. There's just
I
no
just
doubt.
I just want all of you people who say he's guilty, and I don't believe that's anybody in this chat room. But I want the people who's gonna watch, like your crazy fucking Kristen. Hey, Kristen, you're a crazy bitch who blocked me for saying, "Do you believe in the Constitution?" Just so you know, because I think you're gonna listen. Um, how in the world nobody? This man has. Look, I've been tortured. I've been this. I've been, and I don't mean tortured as in the way he has been. I've been tortured mentally, as in like I'm fucking fucked in the head, and I go, I don't know what to do. But what he's been through, you violated 4 of his constitutional rights. And I want everybody to think about this. Jeffrey Dahmer, again, who admitted, and he goes, "Oh, I want to be locked up and do this." And Even when he said he was guilty and wanted to be locked up and he was a pre-trial detainee, Jeffrey Dahmer was not. He ate people's fucking brains, faces, everything. The man was not locked in a prison. The
I mean,
man was locked up in a county jail.
I like using extremes for the purposes of making a point when equality, fairness, constitutional should come into play. Like this.
Yep.
Let's take anyone's mother, for example.
Mhm.
What if your mother was arrested for the murder of Abby and Libby?
Right?
What if your mother was being marched around, shackled like Hannibal Lecter, chained up, locked up, shackled, shock vest, 4 security officers around him?
Yep.
What if your mother was smearing shit on her face and eating it and being threatened by Odinist guards?
Oh, I'd be fighting the guards.
What if your mother was locked up in maximum security prison as a pre-trial detainee for more than 2 years?
Yep.
Or
You should
let's
fight
say
like a
it's your
motherfucker.
18-year-old son or your 18-year-old daughter from college. Your daughter's in college. Your 18-year-old daughter, she's in college. Same deal. What if magically they finger her because of something with her cell phone? They say, "Oh, your daughter killed Abby Libby.
Nope.
We're going to try her as an adult now because now she's 18, although she was their age at the time. So now your daughter at 18 years old is ripped out of college and put in Westville." And that's the point of the argument. Just because he's a male and he's a boomer and he looks kind of creepy in the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, could he be guilty? Yeah, he could be involved.
Yep.
Do I know? Because I don't fucking
Nope.
know a thing about who did what because I wasn't there. But still, it's not right. It's just there's no way anyone can argue that it's right. I'm sorry.
Nope. They cannot. Now let's add in all the factors. Let's add in all of what you've said. The mother called the police. The girl, the Garrett. Fuck the part. I mean, I'm not 100% sure of everything that went on, but we can say there was a lot going on that day, and we have somebody who calls the police and says her daughter was assaulted and
stabbed a girl
right
as part of
and
an initiation.
the police do nothing.
And that they were out in the same locale. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So how did the police do nothing?
Well, man, I think we should leave it like that. We should leave it at that. I think this is about the best way that we could possibly end the show, man.
Hey, we can end the show and do whatever. Hopefully everybody's happy.
I hope you all are happy. Yeah, I'm very happy.
Shit.
Thanks everyone, man. The chat was lit. I had this chat was amazing tonight. And man, my guest Chevy, it's always good to talk, man. You're awesome.
I hope the chat was lit. I hope they're still here and didn't leave.
Have you not been able to see it at all?
No, I haven't been able to see the chat.
Oh my God, man, the chat was lit. When you watch
it
it back, you'll see the chat was lit.
Listen, I hope the fucking chat was lit. I hope we just in general. we're bullshitting the bullshit, but fuck all you haters. Look, you haters, go fuck yourself. Stop hating.
Well, hate only destroys the one who hates, because you got to live
Except,
with yourself. You got to have that feeling inside of you. Hey, man, it's fine
hey,
with me.
very, very good.
I tell you what, hate this. I'm about to go lay in the bed and watch.
Hey, I don't hate you. I love you, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm telling the haters, like, hate on this. I'm about to go lay in the bed and watch TV in the air conditioned room. So I'm about to enjoy the next several hours. So hate on that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Enjoy that. Enjoy your time with what you got to do, and enjoy your time with there. But all you hate, seriously, if you hate on what we're talking, then just go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. But in other words, don't get the fuck out of here. Continue to hate, hit the like button, subscribe, share to your friends, and tell somebody.
Here's a piece of
You know?
advice for all you guys. Go get a girlfriend. It's nice.
And
I mean, mostly.
hey, even if you don't get a girlfriend, get a guy friend.
I know half of you swing that way, so might as well. All right. Brother Chevy, thank you.
Hey,
Thank you, brother.
hey, you have a good night, Prof. And chat, love you.
And
All
everyone
there.
saying thank you and love you, everybody. They're shouting you out in the chat.
K West, you have a good one. I have no clue. Chatting. Look, beautiful ladies, have a good night. Prof, I hope we did good. I hope we fucking bumped the numbers up or some shit.
Oh yeah, it was good, man. We got these hot mamas in this chat. You know that.
All right.
Hot
Oh,
mamas
there's nothing
watching
wrong.
this
Well,
program.
hey, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with hot mamas.
Nope. Everybody got to have a mama.
I said, love to the hot mamas. We go.
All right,
Bye.
cheers, everyone. Hey, let me say hello and thank you to the super chatters. Man, thank you for the super chat you dropped in here. Let's see, that was KO. That's KO. I know who you are. I know who you are, KO. Thank you, KO. And real Jason Voorhees.
All
Good
the
night.
super chatters.
Yeah, the super chatters, and I got a buy me a coffeeer.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Hit Prof up, do the super chat, do the coffee, do whatever you got to do. Support Prof. Love it.
thank you so much.
Subscribe.
Good night, Chevy.
Later, man.
Check you out. All right. So that's man, that's our awesome call in. Thank you so much, Chevy, and everyone here. Well, thank you. I'm trying to. I think I just messed up. I glitched out where we were here. Oh, I was trying to put this onto the screen. Thanks all. Dennis says, thanks for having me in here like last night. Take care. Well, thank you for being here, Dennis. And thank you, Lisa. Let's see. K West says, big up. All right. Thanks, Chevy and Prof. Awesome chat. I'm off to the beginning of the replay. Good night. Tracy Fleetwood says, thank you. Oh, Tracy, did you become a member? Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Tracy, for becoming a member. Now a channel member. Thank you so much, Tracy Fleetwood. And K West is saying, check you out later. Diamond Eyes and fellas. Sandy D, K West, Digital, Tracy Fleetwood, Kayla. Put Kayla up there. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Crystal Blue Persuasion. I can't speak. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Sandy D. True Justice. Iva Apophis. Thank you very much. All right. Who else we got in here? Rebecca Ann, 1965. Thank you. All right. Digital. Thank you. And who else was in here? Let me spy. Michelle was here. And hey, a bunch of you were in here earlier. Jump in the chat if you want me to say goodnight to you. But otherwise, I appreciate you being here earlier. I don't want to scroll for 5 hours. Swade Smith and let's see, Scott was here. Thank you, Mr. Scott. Thank you so much for being here. Carol was here. Everyone else that was here earlier, thank you so much for being here. Oh, there you are, Michelle. All right. Thank you, Chevy and Chad. Good night, everyone. Nighty night, Kayla. You're my fur baby mama. You know that. Thank you, Kayla. All right, Carol. Yep. All right, well, we'll see you guys later. Hey, nighty night. Thank you, guys. I'm on out of here. I'll see you Sunday or Monday, guaranteed. Good night. All right.